fuck, what did I say? You know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword. I'm not sure if it's smart or not, but I do it.
Oh, it's not. Because then you have like crazy anxiety the next day, right? Because then they respond and you're like, oh, what did I do?
What did
and then
I
that
say?
just makes me feel awful.
J Mike, we just went live. Do you want to set the stage for what the hell is happening
here? Never, ever.
Just roll right into it.
Ever. Just a nice entryway into what will be a fun-filled evening. This is a beautiful thing.
A you up draft? Anyone?
Hard pass.
I can get real sour.
Been there, done that. All right. No.
I can't wait. I can't get over that, Kane. You texted a Warzone buddy you were playing video games with, and you said you up.
Okay, so I don't know how to preface this, but we bought a new board game, or we got a new board game for Christmas called Don't Drink and Draw. So it's like this idea of like you draw a person, an action, and a place, and you're supposed to like all draw them together, and you only get 3 minutes to draw like this really elaborate picture, right? And so every time you're not the winner, you have to take a shot. And I'm a shit artist. So, and there's 5 rounds, so I take 5 shots every time, right? Because I'm not good at this. So at that point, I was like, oh, 5 shots, a few beers in, you're like, I could play some Warzone. And then I don't look at the time ever because time is just a construct. And I got to get away from that man-made idea, right?
Yeah.
So then I just text my buddy and I was like, you up? And then apparently some few other things. I called him some choice words because he didn't respond to me in 2 minutes. Again, it's like 2:30 in the morning. And then the next day he calls me and he goes, you can't do that. And I was like, what? And he's like, well, originally Melissa thought it was a girl asking me if I was up. And I was like, yeah, then she realized it was me and knew everything was okay. And she goes, yeah, you're just a weird person. Granted. I get it.
You got me red-handed. Man.
And I'll do it again.
That's different. That's different, bro.
Sometimes I just want to know if my friends are awake, okay? What if it was a wellness check?
We should play that sometime, J Mike. We should just go out on the Twitter streets and just get random guests to come on and play you up. Just throw them a you up on Twitter and see what happens. Just throw them the link and don't tell them what it is. But then they might know it's open bar. They might not. But then they just jump in, and then it's kind of like chat roulette, Chat. You do the chat roulette, J Mike.
No.
Why does 2021 have to pop off like this for us? Why do you? You know what? Do you, boo boo? So we said earlier, do you? Because I'm gonna do me. Okay.
Oh goodness.
All right then. I'll catch you. I'll catch you one of these times. Man, we made it, J Mike. We made it through a year. That was, it was just as long as the other years. I guess it was one day longer than other years, typically other years. Is that what made it bad? Was it the leap year? Was it that threw it off? Should we have just done like a 0.25 longer year versus an extra 24 hours? Should we have just extended it 6 hours? Would that have been better?
I'm not sure that's the answer
to
fixing the brokenness of 2020, but hey, I'm all for outsourcing ideas at this point, because 2021, please God, please let 2021 be a banger of a year, because we need that. But I am grateful to be here with you, my brother, bringing in another 9-point scoring season. What up, Russ? Another off season. And the open bar still kicking and still bringing on folks to be able to up it up, laugh it up, be a safe place for everyone to come and kick it. So I am grateful for this, grateful to be here with you, and grateful for our friends that have decided to join us this evening for what I am confident will be one of my favorite drafts that we've done, among other conversation of whatever else comes up. So I'm excited to get into it.
It's literally the only reason this podcast exists is for the season in which players do not score. It ain't for that. So, and maybe not even for players that score, period. Especially for tonight. We brought on some special guests tonight, J Mike, because not only are they Jonathan Taylor fans, not only are they DeAndre Swift fans, maybe, I don't really know and don't care, because I really only care that every single one of us here are Taylor Swift fans. We are Swifties, baby. Stand up. Ever since 1989, even if we were born before or after that, that's when we were born, because that's what makes you a Swiftie, baby. Oh, it feels good. I've been waiting so long. I remember listening to Folklore in my 4x4 foot circular swimming pool outside. J Mike, you saw the pictures. I was listening to Folklore and just in my chubbies. Calm down, they're swim trunks. All right. Had the speaker blasting. Okay. Had a sour going. I was feeling it. The moment that the one hit, I knew that this was the one. And then I can't even get into it yet. There was more. Then there was more. There was ever more. Look, I can't. Okay. Get into the guests. Guests first. Okay. I'm getting carried away. I'm excited. Where do we start? Where do we even start? I don't even look. There's in the order in which I'm introducing people is in no way, shape, or form the order in which you are a Taylor Swift fan. That is for you to present to the people and prove. Exactly. All right. That ain't me. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going clockwise order here. All right. So we're starting with CD, the cute, the dude. All right. She abides, man. She abides. Okay. First time on the show. That's really why I'm allowing you to go first here to the open bar. I feel like it's been a long time coming, J Mike. Excited to have you. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'm excited about this. Ever since the album dropped, J Mike was one of the first people that we were like, we got to do something about this, man. We were hyped up in another chat. It was like, we got to do it. So when you brought the idea, Gabe, I was pumped. I'm ready to prove my worth. Did you hear my fear? Like, I dropped on that. Prove my worth, because I just know it's gonna go downhill.
The confidence started way up here. The confidence started way up here. By the time you finished the statement, you were like, I don't even think I believe myself anymore. I'm just gonna stop. It was rough.
That's what 2020 did to us. It did this to us.
Bingo.
Yeah, every sentence ends like that now. It doesn't even matter what you say. There is that inflection. You may have even said it just because of your rankings that we've already talked about pre-show. All right. If you're on the open bar Patreon, all right, patreon.com/the open bar. You'd see the heated argument that we had between J Mike and CD. All right. They got into it. We might drop a little bit of knowledge for y'all on the show, but look, that's for the patrons. All right. You can't just come on here and expect these arguments. What, J Mike?
Just to start 2021, can I please legitimately every time you bring up the fact that the open bar has a patron account that doesn't actually exist, I literally get messages, DMs from people asking, dude, I'm putting in the web address that Gabe says, and I'm not finding your Patreon page. And I'm like,
I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, I didn't know they had a Patreon.
Yeah. I really felt bad I hadn't joined. I was like, what have I done? Like, I've been like listening to this all the time. Like, I've never thought to do that. And I was like, all right, I will.
Look, all right, I will. I got the first fucking time, so I knew the joke.
We're not a business, man. We're a business, man. Come on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's 2021. Maybe things will change. Sometimes jokes turn into real things here, right? Maybe. Hey, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. All right. On to the next. A happy man. A man that is in love with J Mike. That is in love with the market. Welcome to the market. Going to park it. Skirt. Hey. my nieces absolutely love that part, and I love when other people do it too. So I had to make sure we were part of the same brand here. Kane, dude, it's been a minute. How you feeling?
I am, it's wild that we got to 2021. Not unscathed, but we're super scathed. Like, let's be real. But like, we're here. We have an opportunity to just talk to some friends and not worry about some life troubles right now. So we're just gonna have a good time. And I went to the liquor store and bought everything that was on sale. It has not started out great. The liquor has not been good, but I'm gonna keep rolling through these cans and just see what finally tastes good.
What were you
so far-
drinking right now? Because it looked a little pink lemonade.
Okay, so first I had a Cape Line margarita. You can get apparently 6 of these.
No.
You can get 6 cans for $3.
I didn't know they had sales at the liquor store. That's beautiful.
I don't want to say that I go there often, but I can tell when the prices change. I just know when the prices changed. It's like, ooh, I can feel a disturbance in the area when I walk by. It's like, price changed. I can feel it. So I saw those.
They're not on sale. The price just dropped. Just so we're clear. Those are 2 different things.
See, this is, I don't know. I think it's important to just call it a sale and not that the price dropped, because I hadn't tried Cape Line before.
Or do you think the price dropped because Cape Line is garbaggio?
Okay, after finishing an entire can and not liking any of the sips, it's not good.
But you finished it. That's commitment. Not
Oh
everyone.
yeah, I'm gonna
will do
finish
that.
the other 5 cans. Like that won't be
commitment.
the word.
Yeah, they'll get better.
They have to. They literally can't get worse. Like, we're starting at rock bottom. Like, it can only accrue in
You
value.
might need to add some more tequila to it, or any.
No, I remember I bought those because they had it was a Moscow Mule or something, and it was when the liquor stores were all closed because in Pennsylvania we live in jail. We don't have normal.
And they were
liquor stores.
$3, weren't they? $3 for a 6-pack, and you're like,
you know what?
I'll
They
try them.
jacked up the price, and I didn't even. I of course drank them because what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to drink you don't throw alcohol away. We're not that kind of family. There are kids in Asia that probably would do that at some point, but yeah, it's not good. Even it in a pandemic, it's bad, which tells you by normal standards, it's really bad.
Yeah, and I'm drinking right now. This is the only thing that wasn't on sale, which is a Jamaican Me Happy from Seagram's.
My gas station sells this.
So I just need to hear you actually say you paid full price. Can you say those words?
Oh yeah, I just in general, because I don't often pay full price for anything. But for this, I did just because I thought about J Mike, and he's always out here Jamaican Me Happy, so I had to buy it.
That's really
I am so sorry. I do
Hey,
not
Mike and me.
taste. I do not taste as good as
My
that. Seagram's
Lord,
Crown is.
Oh, I
Remains
heard you.
to be
I'll
seen,
make it
J.
taste
Mike.
great.
It's not.
You up?
It's right out of the gate.
You up, Dell?
You up though?
Hey, you up though? I mean,
Big
hey,
Nick was just fishing for the. Oh, I don't taste good. Tell me it tastes good,
I
baby.
can't win for losing already. Come on.
Yikes. Well,
Please
Kane,
continue
you're-
with the introduction. So just let the awkwardness just linger. It's cool. No big deal.
We can just
keep
sit
going,
here in
Nick.
it.
yeah, well, yeah.
Is there a side chat that J Mike and I can go into? Or
Yo. Well, Kane, you're Devi, your dynasty. You should know when prices fluctuate in a liquor store.
Yeah.
It's on brand. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Happy to have you. On to
Thank
the
you,
next.
my dude.
On to the next.
Welcome back.
Vets to the open bar. Some vets to the open bar. That's what I said. All right. We got Kate and Michelle in the building, fresh off the plane from Pittsburgh to I don't know. I didn't want to go there, and then it slid out. And I'm sorry. I don't know. I crashed the plane, and I didn't want to say any. I kind of forgot what happened already. So then I was like, nope, gonna avoid that one. But anyway, ladies, welcome back. And how are you doing?
Hi, I'm very excited to be here. You know, I found out we were doing this Taylor Swift draft like today. And I'm
By today, she means at like approximately 6:32 p.m.
And I want to say I'm super, super excited, but I'm a little disappointed we're only doing the latest 2 albums because
Oh no,
I want to dig deep here, but I'm not allowed.
We can have any rules, right?
I have some things prepared that will shout out some older versions of Taylor.
Okay.
Oh, God.
They are versions of Taylor. You see how she just flips the character on y'all and just
That's why there's no such thing as a person who doesn't like Taylor Swift. Which one don't you like? There are too many of them to just make a blanket statement. It's kind of like my brother-in-law doesn't like Chili's, and we go to Chili's, and I'm like, there's literally everything here. Like, how don't you like something here? And
Yeah, but like Chili's is like a little worse than wherever else you can get it. Like it has everything.
And
But
that's
it's
the
like
beauty of Taylor Swift is you can get everything in the same spot.
I would like
except
to
she's
put on
never
record,
discounted.
if Taylor's watching, I don't think you're equivalent to Chili's. I just want to
I
throw that out
love
there,
Chili's.
Taylor. That's Kate. That's not me.
Chili's is delicious. Okay, anyway.
This just got real hostile. Wow.
they don't
She's
call her
watching. I
Chili
know
Swift
she's
just
for
here.
wait,
nothing.
J Mike.
The Chili's.
Just wait.
I wasn't ready for that,
Hey,
but okay.
Chili's is the nicest restaurant in my town, so I don't give a shit if
I'm
The frozen margs, underrated.
Yeah.
no
I
the
know
margarita
that
that they give you that you can keep pouring your own margarita once you're done. That shit elite because I'm like I'll have 12. Like I get to refill my own. I don't even need you. I'll still tip you, but I don't need you to see how much I'm drinking. Those are elite margaritas. I'm just saying, it's the nicest restaurant in my town.
Are those the margaritas kind of like the equivalent of the leftover milkshake that they just kind of give you the can or the whatever the shaker right after? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then they just pour it. You just pour as you go. All right.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay.
Yo,
At least
It's a
that
terrible margarita, just so we're clear. The margarita is shit, but it does its job.
like that's a better idea than like the $1 drinks at Applebee's, which like I love the idea of them having $1 drinks, but like it's only like 3 sips worth. So like you constantly have this like waitress coming back over and over again, and then you really feel bad when you order 12 drinks in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like as a waitress. I would rather you order something you can continue to refill yourself. That's fantastic.
Wait, what?
I would
They're
say I
gonna
don't.
tip the same.
I don't like it when things are too cheap. Like when you can get 12 nuggets for $1. I'm like, okay, I kind of want them just to be more money, so I know I'm not getting straight garbage. Like, why are you giving me 12 of these for $1?
But also back to the important issue, like when I'm at bottomless brunch, just leave the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't keep coming
You
back.
can keep going back.
They want
You're
to
gonna end up with an ACL tear with the amount of times you're coming over to my table.
So they have
For
a
everyone's safety, like let's just calm it
Yeah.
down.
It's too many
They have a
routes.
place here in Louisiana that when you order the champagne at brunch, you also get a plate of bacon.
That is delightful.
So, but then it's like, how much bacon is too much bacon? Because you definitely want more champagne than you want bacon, but they
Yeah.
just keep bringing the bacon every time.
Well, it's like with rolls. I'm gonna keep eating. If you put it in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. I will ask waitresses to please take this fucking plate out from in front of me. If it's in front of me, I'm gonna put it in my mouth. My plate.
Sabotage move where you like pour a crap ton of salt onto the bread, and I'm like, that's literally the only thing that's going to stop me is an entire salt shaker of salt.
Yeah, but we don't even do that because we don't have the self-control to even do that.
No.
Yeah, it'll shake off. I'll just brush it.
Would you even say that it's gonna shake it off?
I would say that,
Uh-oh.
especially tonight.
Uh-oh. Got about 40 more of those tonight.
You see
All
how
right.
serious she got though? No,
I
I
know.
would not say that.
Can we expect these kind of puns ever more?
Ooh, we're on a roll. I'm so ready.
Okay.
This is good.
Okay. Speaking of, we'll segue here into. I know she's been eating rolls and drinking margaritas, but you deserve an introduction as well. Quote unquote, Linda, welcome back to the open bar. I don't even know if it's true, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it's true that we were your, for the lack of a better term, king popping in the podcast industry. Yes, the cherry pod.
I did.
Pod king?
Yeah, the cherry pod king.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, it was the first
Literally, yeah.
full guest show I did. And I'm in a group chat with J Mike, and you messaged me, and I said yes. And then the day of the show in the group chat, J Mike was like, "Oh my God, we're going on a show together." I was like, "Yeah, yours, that one." So, but I had a blast that day. I came real quick about my name actually not being Linda, but I wasn't as comfortable in front of the mic, or behind the mic, depending on your point of view. So I'm looking forward to being a little more aggressive, as you can tell right out of the gate.
Okay.
Gabe, they grow up so fast. I mean, they get
I know.
one day they get podcast equipment. They're not sure how things are supposed to plug in or plug up or anything, and all of a sudden, a few months later, I mean, they are crushing the scene, and it's crazy. So, to
In
be able to
fairness,
watch,
I still don't know how to put my shit all plugged in.
Oh, stop.
I'm
Yeah.
winging it. Every day is like, my cat likes the lights,
Still
so
in the
they
box.
always, yeah.
It's holding up the computer. The box with the microphone inside of it's just propping up the computer. So you.
I bought a webcam, didn't know how it
Driving
worked.
my house.
I know.
I plugged in webcam, everything. It's still my computer camera. I was like, what the fuck? Talked to a buddy about it. He was like, you have to go into the settings and say, I'd like to use a different camera now. And I was like, oh shit. I just, for like 3 weeks, I was like, guess this was a waste of fucking money.
the
I'm very
camera sitting
computer
up there
illiterate.
not doing anything. The
It's bad.
sadness.
It's
The
bad.
sadness.
But I'm figuring it out one day at a time.
Like a boss. And I told you all this prior to the show starting, and I want to make sure that we give you your flowers now as well. Each and every single one of you, all 5 of you, to be able to continue to watch your all's growth in the FF community. It's been cool to see how all of you got started. I'm one of those people who used to be a podcast junkie, so I was taking in any and everything at one point without a filter. Then I had to calm down. But obviously you all are still coming through that filter that I have, and to be able to watch you all grow in your craft, do as well as you do with the shows that you have. Came for you to now be with Shane. I feel like he's a perfect running mate for you. CD with the folks over at Join Our Circle. What up, everybody in Join Our Circle? Major shout out to you all. A bunch of y'all in the chat right now too. Good to see you all. To see CD kind of come into her own, because she's taking over Twitter like a boss as well. Linda, aka Linda. For somebody who's so incredibly comfortable in their skin, and again, just a major asset. And Kate and Michelle, I think I share this with you all just about every other time that I talk with you all. But remember listening to you all record the episode from your attic, and you all talking about how hot it was up there and how stuffy it was when you all were trying to do that early on. Meeting you all at the expo as well, up in Ken a couple years ago. So it's just cool to be able to see everybody growing and thriving. So major flowers to you all. Continued success. I'm excited to be able to see what you all have for 2021 as well. So let's get into it. I'm excited.
My favorite people list goes like Taylor Swift, J Mike, and then
I
it's
know.
like the end of
End
the
list.
bro. Like I'm
This?
good.
Wait, what is this?
What is what?
Look,
Huh?
Those
Hey,
are
did
your words.
that is not
Please
fact.
don't lie.
They are your words.
Oh my god, I didn't.
Sticker don't lie.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it.
Oof, it's gonna get ugly.
Fake news in the chat.
I think we can all agree that we're gonna still love each other as Swift fans afterwards, even if we don't agree on the best songs.
I think I'll be more mad if you steal my song. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get to pick it.
Oh boy. All right. I know we're going to talk about all of it, but that bitch literally got me through high school. I listened to her when I golfed. We were like this, bro. You Belong With Me? Slaps. My daughter's currently obsessed with it. She's sick. She's like, can we listen to that song where she's writing notes in the window? I'm like, absolutely.
Oh my God, that must be the funnest part about having a kid is being like, hey, honey, do you want to listen to my emo music from high school?
Oh my God, she loves to listen to music too. I'll get her to listen to anything.
No,
I told her today, I said, I'm doing a podcast. It's football. I was like, but guess what it's about? And she's like, football. I was like, nope, Taylor Swift. I want to go. I was like, you what? You'll be in bed. You're not invited.
Nighty night, little one. Nighty night. Sorry, Piper.
That's why I'm gonna have a kid someday. Like for real. Like make your mark, man.
Have you guys
Yeah,
been to
just
the concert?
feed everything into him. It's great. She loves Oklahoma State. I'm just like, oh, take all my things.
Oh, we were gonna take it there. The Taylor Swift thing's fine, cool, it's great, but
Oklahoma State basketball just needs. I'm just saying. Earlier when I said "bow," that was because I came on this podcast and missed part of a basketball game. So my love for you boys runs very deep because.
Gabe, you sounded like you had something that you wanted to get off your chest regarding Stillwater. I mean, if you need to go ahead and do that, hey, the floor is yours. This is your show.
Okay, wait. I'm super ignorant. What is Stillwater?
Oh wow, he's playing you like that, Linda. Wow, the shade, unbelievable.
It was not
Oklahoma
supposed to get
State.
ugly like this.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. Wow.
Hey, let's bring the mood back up. Linda, you want to talk about like Tylan Wallace?
I'm talking about like
I'll always talk about Tylan Wallace. I made a Tylan Wallace meme today that I'm not going to get to use until rookie drafts start. And I was like, just going to pocket that for when that happens. Can't wait. So excited. I'm going to reach
Gabe,
like a motherfucker.
what?
Gabe,
What?
are there rules? Because I feel like this is one of those drafts that we can't delay. We can't, like a lot of times we'll get into like, oh, sweet, the 2020 season. Give me your thoughts on it. Let's talk about it. I feel like this is one of those where we gotta dive head first and we gotta get into
You want
it.
to jump in?
Do you have rules for this?
Well,
Do
I was
you
gonna
have-
say, J Mike, I got a little nervous about this show tonight because I mean it's been hyped up for a really long time. I mean it's been hyped up before Evermore, before Folklore. You know, it's before all that. We've been talking about this for I'd say years. You know, and you know it's important that it comes out to be a show for the ages, or at least for 2021. So I mean, I have prepared a few little like name games of sorts to weave in the fantasy football a little bit. Look, don't leave, okay? A little bit, okay, but it's still catered to Taylor Swift, T Swizzle. All right, that's our girl. That's what it's all about tonight. So I have a few of those. We can jump right into the draft too, though. We can save it. I'm all ears, and my ears are in the background listening to Folklore. So,
listen, you take us wherever you want to take us. This is you.
all right, let's
I
do
need
it
to know
then.
about the draft order. What is that like? What does that look like? Paint me a picture.
The draft order?
Yeah, there has to
Draft-
be a draft
well,
order, right?
Yeah,
Or just
totally.
say
Like, what,
clock.
in a draft? Yeah. Maybe maybe we should play these games, and that will determine our draft order.
Ooh.
I will win.
He's been setting this
Uh-oh.
up.
All right, so I'm kind of stealing a bit from DGN, Dynasty Game Night. Shout out to all those folks over there, Bosch and Pricer and Russ, and whichever guest rotates through, host rotates through and makes incredible games. But I mean, what better way to celebrate a 2020 season and Taylor Swift at the same gosh darn time, huh? So I'll explain each one. We can play as we go. We can not play all of them, or we can skip them. Whatever happens is clever with me. So let's just start with the name game. I feel like this is a little bit more known in DGN. If you are familiar with Dynasty Game Night. So how a name game goes is we're going to have two names essentially, and how they are related to each other. It's kind of like before and after in Wheel of Fortune. And one name's going to kind of blend into the other. So one of these names that you're going to have to determine
God, I'm
is...
so bad at Wheel of Fortune.
It's okay. I'll give you RSTLNE. It's fine.
That was
And
a
then-
very late reaction because you said Wheel of Fortune like a good 30 seconds.
I
ago.
always
I know,
think
that was like,
I'm like especially Wheel of Fortune. They all own the same hour.
Keep going.
All right. Yes, Steffi. Yeah. Look, no, I feel like I've always just wanted to be Dynasty Game Night. I got to host it once. I was so excited. All right. So name game, 2 names. One's going to be a Taylor Swift song. The other is going to be a football player. The only hint I'm going to give you about the name of the song for Taylor Swift is that it's on the Evermore album. All right.
Okay.
It's on the Evermore album. So if you feel like you need to bring that up, put it to the right. And you know what? I might even give you how many words are in that name or in that song, just to kind of, give you a little slack. All right. It's the open bar. It's fine. So I'll give you the at least the name of the album, which is, I already told you, is Evermore. And maybe the amount of words in that song. But then you also have to name a player. The player, I am going to give you a hint of a position and the division that they're in. So, for example, if it was Patrick Mahomes was the player, I'd say quarterback in the AFC West, right? But the order matters as well, okay? So you're going to have to, if I say song name hint, actually the song name hint's kind of already implied, but song name hint and then player, it would be in that specific order. Or if it was player then song, then it would be in that order, if you feel what I'm saying there.
I'm absolutely confused, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's just
Yeah.
roll.
Let's just try.
I have no clue
Exactly.
if I
Just
fail.
roll with it. All right.
Just
so
know that I'm not stupid. Just go.
Anarchy.
all Evermore album or songs here. Okay. First
The
one.
worst album.
Oh,
Oh, so we want to get
Okay.
into it. So we want to get into it.
Exile.
Simmer down.
Exile.
Play the game. Go.
All right.
Oh, did I say that out loud? My B.
This is a song from Evermore, of course. All right. Player is a wide receiver from the AFC North. And the song is one word. The song is one word. That might help a little bit more.
I'm so fucking confused.
Is it supposed to be like a name? Like, I'm confused.
Wait, no.
They're gonna blend together.
I'm really bad at Wheel of Fortune.
Gold Rush Choo
Oh,
He said it was
One word from the song.
oh,
One word. The song is one word. Yes, chat play. Oh, wait. I just recognized the chat. Ah, shoot.
Yes. We're off to a
Dang
great
it.
start.
2021.
chat. Come on. What you got?
And if you feel that you know the answer, go ahead and just say your name as like a buzzer, ringing in the buzzer. All right. So, and all right. I'm going to get us on the right track here. The name of the song is Willow.
Wait, I'm so fucking confused.
Wide
guess I
receiver.
know what we're
I'm
going.
Wide
looking for the
receiver.
wide receiver in the AFC North.
Yep.
That's like,
And
is
he-
Willie Snead.
He's on the Browns. Willow Dell
Landry.
Beckham Jr.
Oh
nice.
my god, I feel
Okay.
so
I don't
All
get it.
right.
Will
Will
Jack.
Will Odell. Yes.
Will
Will Odell.
Okay,
Odell
that was a practice
Beckham
one.
Jr.
All right.
Get it.
Okay,
Now
so
we're ready.
You
That's the
did
one.
not do a very good job describing the rules.
I 100% agree.
But I'm back now.
That's why I'm a rotating host on DGN and not a host.
We like an example. I fuck with an example. Let's go
Yeah.
again. I'm ready now.
I think-
I got
I think-
it.
That was a good example. Well,
Will
it was an example.
Odell Beckham Jr. I anticipated that happening. Here we go. All right.
We're ready.
Still just on songs from Evermore, of course. Okay. This one is going to be song, and then we have running back from the NFC South.
I don't know which teams are NFC off my top of my head, so I'm fucked here.
Let's do this. Let's do
Why
song.
am I a part of this community?
I'm going to go song and running back. I think I'm not I'm not specific enough for y'all to get this quickly anyway. So let's go song, and then it is running back from the Atlanta Falcons. Song, running back
Is it
from the
two
Atlanta
words or
Falcons.
one word song?
2 words in the song.
I've never felt dumber in my life.
No girly, no crime. That's 4 words.
No,
Kane.
She
Kane.
just-
Hey, no.
Man, what do you got?
no, it's like an SAT.
Tolerate T.O. Smith.
Bingo. Okay.
Oh.
Kind of a,
Um,
it was a little on edge there. It's not like
Maybe you got it.
it's O Smith, you know, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's an odd one, but
Yeah.
you know.
Kent got it too. Kent was
Nice.
first.
Kent
Yeah.
was good. We got
Minnesota
you.
boys.
And Aaron, we got you.
The problem was I couldn't stop thinking about Todd Gurley. And I was like, Todd Gurley doesn't
Yeah.
have
That's
any of
the
these
thing, that's the
names.
thing that you should stop thinking about.
Todd Gurley, you up?
I generally try
You
not
up?
to, but
It's like how did he weave Kadri Ollison into this? I don't see it. I don't get it. Come on, brain. What am I doing?
All right. Now
1
we're
point
gonna
for Kane.
go. 1 point for Kane. J Mike's keeping the score over there. I can tell. Thanks.
I feel like
All right. I'm gonna go. Let's just go name first. All right. So wide receiver from the Bengals, and song is 1 word. Wide receiver from the Bengals. That's first.
Dorothy Higgins. Dorothea Higgins.
Oh, switch. And it's not T. Higgins, by the way, but we're switched around because he needs to be player first and then song.
Oh, man. This is insane. My brain does not work like
You said it was 1 word?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
it would have been perfect if it was cowboyed like me. Right?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
But you're there. You're just not there with the song, I think.
Oh my God. I feel like you should get bonus points for that.
Because you have the right player, just the wrong song. 1 word, the 1 word song. And I believe the song was actually already said by CD.
Kane.
Kane. What you got?
Tyler
Exiler,
yeah.
Boyd or Rothea.
Yep.
Exiler Boyd.
No,
That's
Tyler
good. It's
Boyd,
Tyler
Dorothea.
Boyd and Dorothea.
I got that.
I got that.
Imagine his last name's Boyd Dorothea.
Oh,
That's
I
actual
like
fucking-
The next time that I get on John Bosch or Russ about their creative license that they use, I will point back to this show and I will appreciate their creative license, Gabe. I will appreciate it.
I'll take
we
it.
didn't
Thank
get it yet.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what was
he
that?
got it.
Yeah.
He said
Answer.
Tyler Boyd Dorothea.
Boyd
All right.
Dorothea.
He is
All right.
the connector on Boyd.
Here we have this one should be a little bit better here. We're in the order of the player is tight end
Okay.
from the Giants, followed by a 1 word song.
Anger
J-Mike.
Marjorie.
J Mike.
Anger
Yeah, that was-
Marjorie.
That was going to be my guess. Was Evan
There it
Ingram
is.
Marjorie?
Evan Ingram Marjorie, Mr. Marjorie himself. Okay.
Well done, Kate.
That one
How you
could
gonna
could
say
work
that?
both ways. Marjorie. Nah, not Evan Ingram.
What is
Marjorie
everything
Ingram.
You
All
try.
right, one more.
You
One more.
combine-
We have one word for the song, and then we have quarterback. I'm not even gonna. I can't. No way. Quarterback for the NFC West. I'm not giving it to you. Quarterback for the NFC West.
And one word song on Evermore.
One word song on Evermore.
Ooh, J Mike.
J Mike.
Closure Russell Wilson.
Oh, close,
Ooh.
sir, but no.
I tried.
Beautiful.
Wrong song.
Mm.
Might have been the better choice though. TBH.
It was one word or two words?
One
For the
word.
song?
Gold Russell. Rush.
Well, that's a good word.
That's actually a good blend too. Gold Russell. I like that.
Is it Evermore Russell Wilson?
That's it. Evermore Russell Wilson. And you know,
Because the R's at the end of Evermore and at the
the R
beginning of
blends
Rust.
with Rust.
Russell.
Oh my God.
You guys
He's
made
right.
up
J Mike's was better.
too.
I agree. J Mike's did hit. I was like, oh, I should have picked that one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm just proud of you for going for it, Gabe. You went for it. How
Yeah.
many one word songs are on that album?
I know.
few.
I was like, okay, wait. Hold up.
There are many.
Uh,
5, 6,
all right.
7. 7.
I'm drafting last. Got it.
Yeah, I know.
So Kane got 2 points. So does that mean he's 101, or does he get to choose where he goes? Or how's that go?
I mean, I got so many more games, J Mike.
Oh, my bad.
Can we have a game where it's not made up answers that are just
That was where I started. I feel like the games got a little bit better as I went, to be fair. That I started off with like when I was like, oh, it's like 2 hours from the show. I better like throw something together. And that was the throwing together part. And I feel like it got a little bit better. A
No, it's
little
okay.
bit better.
That game was just on sale.
Yeah. It's on sale. Yeah.
Just
If
on sale.
anyone,
The more you
Anyone
drink,
wants-
it'll be
Right
better.
now. Yeah.
if anyone goes back and watches, I just want you to know I never had a clue. I was just pretending the whole time. I was like, oh yeah, never had a clue.
You had that face where you look like you were
Like,
thinking like, I'm almost there. One more second. One more second.
Yeah. All right. Let's stop the show. All right. Stop the show. Let's just have a discussion point. All right. So I picked out some of my favorite lyrics. All right. Look, it's my show, my favorite lyrics. All right. And they're from Folklore. All right. Because that's what hit for me in the summer. All right. It was like peak pandemic. Like I said, I was out in my pool, my 4x4 pool, just chilling with sours, getting lit, you know. So let's talk about players that remind you of these specific lyrics. And this can just be a discussion. All right. There's no right or wrong answers. Okay. No right or wrong answers.
Okay.
So you'll probably recognize this. I'm not going to necessarily sing it because I don't want to take away from, you know, the glamour of the show. Okay. I don't want to completely take over. Okay. I get it that people are probably, you know, thirsty for that, but I'm not going to do it. J Mike might do it, but I'm not going to do it. So these are the lyrics. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite. All right.
I got this one.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
go.
I was gonna give you an interpretation, but look, I underestimated the Swifties. This is all you. Go ahead, CD.
It's Tom Brady. He's old and he smells like an old sweater. Let's go, Tom Brady. Right?
Yo, that was a little
Is that
too
how-
strong.
That's not how this works. Okay.
This
Never mind.
That's
feels
how
like
I felt.
this feels like Bill Belichick. You got a hold of the practice tapes, and you knew what was coming. It was like, hey, let me square up this home run real quick.
I
That was
heard
good.
old, and
Well
I was like, "Don't come for my boy Drew. I gotta get in before the punches are
Yeah,
thrown."
fair.
Well,
So-
see, I was going actually towards Philip Rivers. Philip
Ooh.
Rivers. He would be the kind of you could see him wear a sweater. He wouldn't be cute.
He
It's
definitely
like-
wears a cardigan.
You could pull it
But, like,
off. Yeah.
Because he doesn't swear. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he doesn't
He
swear.
definitely
Even
doesn't.
though he gets so heated, he doesn't swear.
Is the cardigan the one that goes up to your neck, like that covers your neck?
That's a turtle.
It's, uh,
turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
hold up.
I knew I was right in there.
I would go with Adrian Peterson because, like, I don't really want to wear a cardigan. But if you have to, like, it's gonna keep you warm. It's gonna be all right. He'll get his job done. Kind
Like
of.
I 100% think that Adam Thielen would wear a cardigan.
Oh,
Like-
100%.
Oh yeah, like he's a Minnesota boy. Like the chances he's already wore a cardigan, very high.
But you know what kind of cardigan I'm picturing? Like, do you remember, like, in Greece when they would wear those sweaters? And
Oh,
they were like varsity jock sweaters. I feel like Adam Thielen would wear like a varsity jock,
Oh yeah.
where it's
With
still
just a pure white tee underneath.
Sweater and cardigan. Confused.
what?
I feel like she
What does
thinks
that
all
mean?
sweaters.
Not all sweaters are cardigans, but cardigans are sweaters.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the square rectangle conundrum. Uh oh.
Mm-mm.
I'm getting drunk.
I know. I'm scared I'm gonna like drink this whole bottle.
Yes, please.
Oh
Come
no!
on now. It's
Well,
T
you're-
Swift night. I was thinking in the range of like what's a player that's just been long and forgotten, you know? Put under the bed. Like
AJ
an old
Dillon.
cardigan. He's too new. He's too
Kickers.
fresh. I'm thinking like Corey Davis range.
Oh yeah.
Long
AJ
and
Dillon wouldn't
forgotten.
fit under my bed. Those thighs are too thick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You up, AJ Dillon?
You up?
That's a you up.
Honestly,
You know,
though,
yeah.
cardigans, like it's kind of like one of those fashion things that's just coming back. You know, like maybe it is the old player making a comeback, or the 7th year breakout, or I don't know.
The good old 7th year breakout. I know.
Or if you're not a fan of him, it's totally an Anthony Costanzo because you're just trying to retire that cardigan.
I like that. I like that.
All right. All right. We'll
I
allow
think
it.
I think it might be like something like Kerryon Johnson. You
I
were
was
really
not what I wanted to know.
you,
Good luck.
you were really excited about it at first, and things were looking up, and then over time, you were like, "Man, this is not it right here." And then finally, you had it, and then you're like, "Well, before I throw it out, let me just see what happens this next season, because who knows what could happen or where it could land or where the cardigan could go in terms of the fashion trends." It's kind of how I'm feeling about the cardigan right now. Very Carry-On-esque.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little itchy. I get
Yeah,
it.
look at you.
Carry on esque.
I'm gonna hang on to it just in case. Maybe.
Yeah, it's like
Cardigan Johnson.
skinny jeans that you buy and you bring them home and you're like, why did I think I would fit into these? And you're like, oh, these are the goal pants. And they're always the goal pants. Like Kerryon Johnson is the goal pants. Like
Yeah.
you're never gonna get there, but it doesn't hurt to have
I feel like Devontae Parker fits up very well too. Like it came into style for like a hot second, and now you're just holding on hope that it's going to come back one day.
It came into style every training camp.
He
Yes.
was really good last year, but
Every training camp, he had fire.
In my closet, doing the squats to stretch them out a little bit. I think these are going to work. I think these are going to work right here. Yeah. Yep.
You won't wear them in
Devontae Parker
public,
is
though.
definitely my type.
You won't wear them in public.
Those are around the house pants.
Facts.
Every pair of my jeans are gold jeans. Just putting that out there.
My wife bought me a pair of stretchy waist jeans, and I'm not sure she's like trying to tell me something, but they're the best jeans I've ever had.
maternity pants.
Alternative.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't want to get rid of them.
I'm
I
a
didn't wanna get
dude
rid of
though, but like
I didn't get rid of them.
They go right to the underboob, but they're like you can do
Oh.
anything. You can eat whatever you want, and they hug you.
Man.
They really do, though. She's not lying. Right up under there.
Comfortable, man.
Just they're the longest pair of pants you've ever put on in your life, and I love them. Mine are like see-through. They're really, you can't leave the house in these pants. And I wear them all the time.
Oh man.
That's the new no
I'm
pants.
just saying,
In
if there's
Zoom
a
meetings, like,
there's
are
a
you wearing
bonus
your
to
maternity
pregnancy, it's
pants?
maternity clothes.
This is really a niche we haven't hit in fantasy, but like pregnant fantasy analysts, like we just haven't been talking about it, right?
Yeah, we need to.
We don't need to. Let's just
We need to. Actually, we don't need to.
hashtag PTSD. Let's go on.
Next up, Gabe.
FF Prager.
Hashtag PTS.
FF Goal Pants.
No, just Gabe. No, next.
Can we actually start that hashtag? Because like Gold Pants is like the premier hashtag of every player you want to be a thing but never will be. Like can
Me at Justice Hill.
If you're in the
That's a good
chat,
idea.
you're an OG if you hashtag gold pants, okay?
But it's FF Gold Pants, and I
Oh,
want you all to go to your personal Twitters right now. This is a call to action.
Oh, no,
Go to
Hashtag
personal Twitter,
FF gold pants.
hashtag FF Gold Pants, and I want to know who is your pair of fantasy gold pants. You heard it here first, folks.
here first. FF Gold Pants. Y'all wild, boy. I love it.
No one better say AJ Dillon, or we fighting.
And
I'm
I was
just
sitting
saying.
here talking about our FF Gold Pants about Zach Moss in 5 years when he still has 300 yards on the season. And
Still crushing it.
we're gonna be like, he's gonna break out in his 6th year, guys.
Zach
I know.
Has more
I know.
injuries than touchdowns.
Just you wait.
I'm crying inside. I might be laughing outside. I'm crying.
At least he had 300 yards.
Mr. Marjorie,
good one.
fraternity pants. Yes.
So can I just say they said it earlier, but really like the circle is popping in the chat right now. Like
They
they are popping right now.
Your
I feel-
whole crew.
Yeah, I feel old saying that, but I'll say it one more time. They're popping right now.
You don't sound old, and that's what's important.
What are they?
No cap. They're popping.
CD.
Wait,
You
can I
sound old.
tell you a really funny story, Kent? You're gonna love this. So one time, Michelle and I, we used to work out once upon a time, and we were going to a workout with one of our best friends, and Michelle's like, "Oh my god, I love your workout pants," and she's like, "Thanks," and Michelle's like, "Where'd you get them?" No, that's not the story. Anyway,
No, I noticed she was wearing yoga pants. And I said,
she noticed they were Lululemon yoga pants, and she's like, "Oh my god, Lululemon."
I thought that's how you said it. Just leave me alone.
with a French accent, Lululemon.
I like that.
I learned it's Lululemon after that.
And our friend was like, "I'm sorry, Lululemon." Like, Lemon.
Yeah.
You double down. You
So
double
it's pronounced Lululemon.
Yeah, she went through.
Oh man.
Michelle, when she first starts hitting on Zach Moss. So Zach Moss.
No, but for real though, it's called Lululemon.
Yeah.
I thought it was just all one word, and you had to try to say it like all together. So I kept thinking that I was telling my wife we should shop, that she should go to like the Lululemons. Like you can say it really, really fast, and like because you have to like fit it all into one word. Like
No
the
idea how many
Lululemon.
L's exist.
Like I didn't know. I don't go shopping. I'm rarely allowed to leave the house.
we live and we learn. We live and
But
we
I
learn.
do know the sales at the liquor store, bitch.
Okay, that's in town, and that's deemed as safe and essential.
Do we have another song that reminds
Yeah,
you?
we got more lyrics. Here we go. All right. So, I feel like I don't even have to say what the song is from. That's how swifty y'all are feeling. All right. So, I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I'm not your problem anymore. So who am I offending now? You were my crown. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before, so I'm leaving out the side door.
Joe Mixon.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, he's out. of my
That's
life.
what I was thinking.
Hey,
the winner.
she's ready for it.
It's Kenyon Drake for me, but I like Joe Mixon a lot. That's a fantastic fucking answer.
I do like the Kenyon Drake answer too. I was very high on Kenyon Drake coming into this year, and that destroyed me.
Mm.
Literally every time David Johnson comes back and says he's healthy, like it's the same thing over and over again. You're like, oh, he's got it this time. It's like, no, I've seen this before. Can't trust him. And then you try and you get burned every
Yeah.
time.
Honestly,
You know what?
Corey Davis, like, so this season, you know, like every single off season, Dynasty Twitter's like, this is the year, baby. And then this year was finally the year.
Was
But that's
the year.
the year every other game. So like you'd be like, oh, Corey Davis.
Anytime I trusted that dude.
And then you'd put him in your lineup, you'd be like, oh, fuck you. And then you would take him out, and then he'd go for like 100 yards and a touchdown. And then you'd be like, damn it, gotta get him in next week. No, I'm not playing that fucking game, Corey.
We're done here. We
We're
are done.
Corey, see the side door?
I'm
Now,
trying to
what
start
about-
Big Ben on the road.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
What about Leonard Fournette?
Too soon.
Definitely. Boy, bye.
Leonard Fournette probably could have been a goodbye a long
Wrong
time.
queen here, J Mike. All right. I appreciate that, but it's a Taylor Swift show.
My bad. I'm just gonna offer up for this category, Duke Johnson. Hey, if I could just get him some more work, you know, the efficiency. Can we just get? No, man, I'm done. You got to go, bro. You got to go.
People will not give up that man.
Do you
I'm like,
remember when for like
I'm
a
like,
hot
when
second you could
he's-
sell him in Dynasty?
well, when he first went to Houston, I mean, he went for.
I mean, even when David Johnson got hurt, you probably still could have got like an early second for him. Like people would have been all over it. And
I
then
think
they just
this year, like, he's just not very good.
The shitty thing is that I can't even get a third fantasy round pick for David Johnson or Duke Johnson. And that's
Rookie,
what,
you mean?
yeah, a rookie pick. I can't even get a third round rookie pick for Duke Johnson. And he was a third rounder in real life. That's
Hmm.
crazy.
He's
sad.
a lot of people-
The Kent in the chat, and I've gone almost an hour without shouting out the chat. Everyone in the chat showing us love, whether it's on Periscope or YouTube Live. Obviously, if you're listening to this in podcast form, we appreciate you. But there is always the fun of Tuesday nights live with the folks here at the Open Bar. And man, the chat has been lit from the jump, from the word go. So major shout out to you all. And Kent, Mr. Wyrock himself. This is one of the scarier things I've seen in a long time. Corey Davis is an anagram for COVID's year.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. That makes me feel real terrible right now, Kent. Wow. Okay. It's
Mm-mm-mm.
I've done without that. Wow.
And you know,
Thanks a lot.
we've seen this film before, and we did not like that ending. So.
That's like thinking that you're trying to play Taylor Swift, but you actually hit Taylor Swift radio and a different singer comes on. You're like, ugh.
No, that was Kate.
Yeah, Kate had a good one.
Yeah.
Evermore.
Oh my God, I was trying to play Evermore, and Siri, or what's her name? Alexa. Always get my bitches confused. Like, here we go. Here's a playlist. And it was not Evermore. It's called Evergreen, and it is a marijuana-based hip-hop R&B playlist, which it was a fantastic playlist. But it's called Evergreen. Who knew Alexa was smoking J? What is going on?
That progressive bitch. I love her.
A lot of places.
But I was like, I was going for Taylor Swift, but this is also bumping, so that's fine. But like, damn, Alexa, like, damn.
Mhm.
Oh, she went corporate. Right. What was that?
She got called. She heard her name.
Was that Baker?
Alexa got called. Oh no!
Um,
I called her again. She might come back on. No, we were listening to some Sam Hunt before we came on here, and she just started that.
I will tell you guys, so we don't like have people over because pandemic, but there is a person in our circle of friends. Like we hold some good parties here. They get busy. There is somebody in our circle of friends who unplugs Alexa at every single party.
Good.
I need to know who it is.
Hmm.
I'm listening, but like, what are we really talking about?
They're talking about something.
I would totally do that. You can't trust him.
Oh my god!
They're
And
just listening.
one friend who flipped all
She'd
of
be
our
listening.
pictures upside down. It's probably the same guy. Never mind.
They're basically just listening devices for corporations, and you know I can't have that in my life. I don't even trust
If you're going
the
to
cloud.
target me with ads to better suit my purchasing habits, that's fine. You know what?
Like,
It helps me.
I don't even trust the cloud. If it says like, oh, we can put this on the cloud for your phone, it's like I don't know what they're gonna do with those pictures. Like,
Why
I
do
can't
they
trust them.
want pictures of you?
What's that?
Why do they want pictures of you?
Exactly. That's also another question I want to know.
No, they don't.
Samsung.
See, I'm like, if you really want to creep in my phone, like you want to see all the screenshots of like the drama on fantasy Twitter, like if there's some creep at the Capitol, like
I'm about to send my pictures at iCloud and they're gonna throw it right back at me. Like, get this out.
Kane, you've definitely rolled over and said, Alexa, you
That's
will.
why you just can't trust them. No, I don't even. So I actually won't allow an Alexa in my house.
Hey,
Alexa,
Google, you
keep an
will.
eye on Kane.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be the
Yeah, that's
worst?
some,
Like, if
that's
like
some weird shit. I don't deal with that.
Alexa, keep an eye on Kane for sale.
What's that?
Like, what?
Yeah.
She'd probably let you know when there's sales at the liquor store.
You're just not utilizing.
I can just feel those, Linda. I don't need someone to tell
I
me.
feel like straight up this
Yeah, well, it must be nice to be good at math, huh? That must be great.
No,
Kane,
I
would
just
you like
walk
some more
by
to
them
make
a
me
lot,
happy?
so I know what the prices should be.
Okay, well, I already finished my bottle of wine, so I have to go grab an alcohol. I'll be right back.
And alcohol.
like what kind?
just like
Man.
one bottle of wine.
You want a Cape
Oh.
Line margarita? I'll send.
Hurry, let's
a
do the
few
next one
over.
without her.
Nobody wants to
Hurry.
keep one margarita.
All right.
Yeah, let's get
I'm
Here we go.
Let her win.
Kate.
Can't let her win. Let's go.
This is the last one as far as discussion goes. All right. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
Zach Moss.
I know.
I kind of thought about you when I was reading the book. I was like, oh, I know.
heal, bro. You won't even let the wound heal.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, can she live? Can we let Michelle live? I mean, hey.
I feel like
Open
I
the
just like
wound
the
up.
lyric, but then when I got to the end of it, I was like, oh, I know what they're gonna say.
I
You get to
know.
the middle of it.
Every
You get
time
to
I
the middle
do
of the
anything,
lyrics.
you can be like, "Wow, I really like Justin Fields," and someone will be like, "Didn't you like Zach Moss?"
Fair point.
I know.
Those correlate.
I can be like, "I love pizza." Well, you love Zach Moss, so I don't trust you.
I'm not allowed to tweet about Mike Evans anymore. So
Oh, geez.
Man.
the first
That was tough to watch from the sidelines. Like, shut up.
and this dude comes back to bite me.
I know it's like her favorite player
Mike
in the
Evans
NFL.
is my favorite player in the NFL.
Besides
Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry. Oh, I just finished that for you. Sorry.
Awkward. Do you like each other?
Love it.
That was weird.
You complete me.
Do you guys want to know the weirdest story? The other day we were at Target and we picked out books. Okay. Michelle and I emerged from the shelves with the same books.
Really?
Yeah.
Books?
Now I have
Like
to
more
know
than
what
one.
books that was.
How many books?
Same books. It was
3?
kind of- yeah.
3 out of 4.
Wow.
What were they? I
Wow.
have to know the books.
Well, the best one that we've read yet
Oh,
was I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Did I say that right? I always say that wrong. But you guys should get that one. if you
oh
have not.
my
I'm
God.
actually going to write that down.
I'm
I've seen the show.
I'm-
I've only
I'm
seen the
currently not
show. I'm
allowed to buy
a
books.
shitty reader, but the show is fun.
No, it was the
The
worst.
movie was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. When we watched that after reading the book, I was really excited and I fell asleep because it was.
Or no, yeah, never mind. Sorry, the movie. Yeah, the movie was
I am
interesting.
the
The movie
worst.
was interesting.
guys, I can't find anything to complain about when I watch movies. I'm like, oh, love the artistic thoughts they put into that. And
Yeah.
I watched that movie, and I literally think that was the first time I've ever watched a movie. And I was like, what the fucking fuck?
Are we allowed
I've
to?
never heard of this.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm thinking of ending things. What is this? Is this on Netflix or
Is it
something?
a rom
No,
com?
Don't watch
Well,
the
no,
movie.
I won't. I won't.
It's
I just
not
haven't
good.
heard of it.
Don't watch the movie, but read the book. It's great.
Okay. Like behind me, behind all of these albums are books, and
No,
I've
they're more.
read
albums.
20% of them, so I'll buy it and I won't read it, but I might read it in like 5 years.
Fun fact: if you ever want to read
Investment, Corey
a book,
Davis investment.
and Google PDF, you will find a PDF copy of.
What? Okay, well, new things.
Yo, Kate with the life hacks.
Steal
Okay.
money from authors of the country, but I also think we should be reading more. So
But also, if you wanted to read another great book, The Husband's Secret is bomb.
Okay.
and your wife is right on track. It was the worst movie I've ever seen, and I'm so angry about it to this day.
I mean, we just watched it like 3 days ago, so yeah, we're pretty angry. It was
I
really
just like I was interested in Charlie Kaufman though. I thought that was going to be dope, but it was just too much.
That was the kid
Too
from
much
like
sauce.
Mike, the mean kid, the mean
Yeah.
little. I almost called
Just slandering little kids.
I recently rewatched that movie, and it was just the most ridiculous.
I almost called it a pilgrim instead of an orphanage. I don't know.
Pilgrimage.
I don't know.
Come here, little pilgrim. Let me give you a home.
I've had too much wine. I might, yeah.
To be fair, at one point they did make a pilgrimage to the orphanage.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Verbs. Got it. I like it.
Anyways, who is everyone else's player? Because
I have a good one for this one. You
Let's get it.
said tossing pennies in the pool would have
Uh-oh.
been fun if you would have been the one. Dernis Johnson. I spent some money on that boy, and I wish he would have been the one.
I like that.
CD, it really sounded like you said panties in the pool.
Oh no,
Calvin
no.
Patty's in the pool.
Hey, you up?
Hey.
Young bull down in Louisiana. Dang.
Pennies. I have a coon-ass accent. Pennies.
Kane, who's your dude?
Sadly, Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah.
I love Carson
Not on
Wentz.
that one, huh?
I love Carson Wentz. Oh, I'm still hung up.
Where do you want him
I'm
to
hurt.
go? Where do you want him to
Anywhere. A
go?
team.
What would be like your favorite destination for him?
I feel like Indianapolis wouldn't be bad if they want to move on from Old Man Phil.
I'm so they make Carson Wentz and oh my god, what was his OC's name? Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. help.
Frank Reich.
I don't know this. I don't know any of this. Don't look at me.
The
OC.
Only person I can think of is flip
Yeah,
on that. That's
guy.
not him.
The old Eagles OC.
Frank? Right?
Frank Reich?
No.
Frank Reich was the OC.
No, was it Frank Reich?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Anyway.
If I hear one more story about Carson Wentz wanting to be a Colt for that reason, I will vomit because literally it's like every single news story copied and pasted that they bonded over Jesus and that will make them great partners. That's fine.
Oh, I did see that.
I don't know where she's going.
No,
Yeah.
it's just it was copied and pasted way too much. Like, come up with something original. I don't know. Let's talk. That wasn't an attack on you, Kane. I'm
All
so
I was
sorry.
going to say about Carson,
No, you're fine.
I was down on him when everyone else was like obsessed with him because he was just way overrated. But now he's way too underrated. It's like, okay, he can still be a good quarterback. He needs to just go somewhere else, get a new start. I would be happy with him as a Steeler. I don't think they can afford it, but
Well, obviously being from Minnesota, right? Like, I have so many friends that went to NDSU. So obviously, like, the whole time, obviously they won 4 national championships with him there. Like, so we watched so many NDSU games, so many Bison games. So like, you just kind of got attached, right? You got attached to this guy that the first couple of years you thought was never really going to make the NFL, and it ends up being the second pick. And then you're getting super excited and you're like, oh my God, this guy like came from like my area, like playing at an FCS school. You're like, oh, I could have done it. Like, if I had skill and like the want to work out, like I could have done that. And this it's kind of losing its point, but like Carson Wentz is just good.
Well, I think honestly, when I watch Carson Wentz play, I'm just looking at him and thinking, like, dude, this is all mental. Like it's like watching a kicker botch like 17 extra points. Like I look at Carson Wentz and I'm like, I still feel like you're the same quarterback, but you just can't get your brain together.
There's one reason I don't like Carson Wentz is because I hate Eagles fans.
His dog is so cute.
I
Oh
think
my
Eagles
God.
fans are the worst people. I just do not like them. I'm
Well,
sorry.
if you needed like a good, like something good about Carson Wentz, so after he was drafted second overall, he was on a bye and NDSU was playing at home, so he flew back to Fargo to see some of his old teammates play. Like, so after the game, they went out, obviously, and he picked up everyone's bar tab at the bar, and then like gave this waitress like a huge tip that was like taking care of him. And I was like, these are the stories that I wish we like heard more about, right?
Yeah.
Like about like NFL players just being real people.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You know, and using their platform for, obviously a lot of people use it for like great causes and things like that, but like, you know, just helping like the everyday person, I think is really cool to hear about. And like the fact that he did that, I just thought that was neat. So I heard about that like right after it happened, and I was like, he's my guy now. And then he's been on every one of my teams, and here we are.
Me at Jared Goff, who I found out like my buddy's aunt, huge Jared Goff fan, a huge Rams fan, period. And he like sent her a jersey and like all this shit unprompted, where like her niece and nephew sent him a letter and they were like, if he gets it, he gets it. He like FaceTimed her and sent her shit. He wrote, if you on Twitter, his name is Andrew Cooper. It's at Coop A Fiasco. And he wrote a incredibly touching article about it. It makes me cry every time I read it. I read it every once in a while when I need a good cry. But now Jared Goff's my fucking dude. Auntie Coop, that's my bitch. Like, I love her. So like I can't quit him.
Turn this into, I'm gonna hijack the show for a moment again.
Do it.
Can we turn this into like I want everybody to tell a story about like a positive thing a player did, because I feel like we are so negative right now. I loved hearing these positive stories about like the way these guys affect their communities, even if it's picking up a bar tab. I love that. Like, I think that's just such a cool way to connect with the people that you're fans of. Like, what other stories do we have? Because I love it.
Just real quick, I do want to hit. So Auntie Coop, I didn't know the story behind that, Linda, but when you talk about your kicker tree, she was on there and people were shouting her out. I was like, I don't understand what's going on, but okay. So you telling that now, like that makes everything come together for me, which makes me feel really good right now. So that's good.
Yeah, she's the best. Whoa.
Winston in the building.
Winston wanted to say hi.
Oh, wait.
Kate, I've got one with Tim Couch. So Tim Couch, obviously I grew up in Lexington. He went to Kentucky. So Tim Couch came back one time, and he came to our high school, and his brother was the offensive coordinator for my high school, which was pretty cool. And he came through, spoke with us, gave us a whole bunch of swag, and just talked about how, hey, like, you know, you guys are like this little area just outside of Lexington, like, you know, you guys can grow up and do big things too, and talked about his upbringing and all this other cool stuff. And it was one of those things that just kind of sticks with you for forever, because those type of things, when you see someone make it from an area that, like, he's not from necessarily exactly where I'm from, but he did go to college, obviously, in the same area. That was just one of those things that give you hope and can spur you forward to try to do better things. So that was pretty cool.
I love that.
One of my favorites that I can remember, and kind of ironic, J Mike, to bring it full circle here, is I have, and I guess it brings Kate and Michelle in on this too. I have not been the biggest fan of Josh Allen before, and he, for one, certainly balled out and proved me wrong this season, and that's fine. Go ahead, get yours. My next door teacher is a massive Bills Mafia fan, and she's kind of, she's grooming me to be a substitute Bills Mafia participant of sorts. I've been to the NFL themed bars around the city, and I'll tell you, like, most incredible fan base ever. Like, I'm totally in on like being a Bills fan. If I wasn't like, I don't know, whatever you call it, J Mike, loyal to being a, I don't know, Jaguars fan or a Trevor Lawrence fan at this point. So anyway, she sends me everything that is associated with Josh Allen, because she knows that I poke fun at her for him being relatively average in his first few years, thinking that would continue through potentially this year, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I was going to correct you on that too, but it's fine.
The last 2 years?
It's only been 2 years.
A couple is 2, and a few is 3 or more.
He was an absolute stud this year, so.
He was a stud this year. And so I don't even, this is horrible for like paraphrasing, but I remember there was a tweet that she sent, her Instagram post, charity something, that they were accumulating money to donate to, I think it was a children's hospital, and it was by 17s, and there was like so much more left, and it was 17,000 left, and he donated the 17,000 of that. That was cool. And just, I thought it was funny, just like, I don't know, her sending me that and just me like hating on him all year and whatever, and just full circle, whatever. And hey, Josh Allen for MVP. Okay. Josh Allen for MVP.
I agree.
You heard it here first on the open bar, J Mike.
Cheers.
I would, man, it's going to go to Aaron Rodgers. It sucks, but
yeah, it probably will.
Wrong with that. I just love Josh Allen so much, and he deserves it. And any other year, he'd be getting it. He'd be getting that MVP. But Josh Allen's my man. He's by far my favorite quarterback in the league.
That's like how Trevor Lawrence must feel. How pissed must he be that this is like his season for the Heisman, and it's like, oh, hey, here's this bomb-ass wide receiver who can catch 600 yards in the first half of a game. So he's going to get it instead. Like, Trevor Lawrence had to have felt like garbage. Like,
yeah, you weren't even beat out by another quarterback. Like, a wide receiver got you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, if I were to cheat on you, would you prefer I cheat on you with a guy or a girl?
It's like a totally different
Asking the big question.
All right.
I'm actually
Hard hitting.
with a guy, because I don't want to be cheated on by this. Like, if I lost,
you have to get cheated
if
on.
I'm Trevor Lawrence, I want to be the quarterback. I don't want to lose to another quarterback. I want to know I lost because another player was so good at his position. He beat me. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But what if Kate thought it was a girl, like the Trevor Lawrence thing with the hair, and like it was dark, and they were listening to Evermore, and I don't know.
Why don't you go get on Trevor Lawrence, have some babies, and
Theoretically, I should be into that, but ew.
Yeah, these are the hard-hitting questions here, apparently.
The open bar.
I don't think anyone feels bad for Trevor Lawrence not winning, though. Like,
I'm
he's about to
sorry.
be the first overall pick and make a ton of money. He'll be okay.
Sorry when you guys lose a lot of subscribers because
No.
Never. I'll
like-
always do you.
So I just want to throw a narrative out here, just show you real quick how things can change, because y'all talk about these positive stories with players, right? Did y'all hear about that kid that was really into, like, he never got to eat out and have like really good food? Did y'all hear about this story? He never got to have really good food. He went to this grocery store. He has like some, I don't know, like some kind of crustacean seafood thing on there. He can't afford it. Long story short, Jameis Winston ends up taking it for him, right? Did y'all hear that? The crab legs? No? Okay.
okay, you need to
Man.
read
Y'all didn't, I'm just,
Jameis Winston crustacean, because the people watching my Google accounts are gonna be like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
I was trying to flip the narrative on Jameis Winston stealing
Did you
crab
talk
legs.
about Winston?
I was trying to make it seem like he did it for a good cause, but he,
Was it
he
a joke?
didn't.
We
He didn't
missed
do it for a good cause.
Your
He just
efforts.
told him. Did
your
y'all not
efforts will
hear
not
that?
overlook.
Y'all don't know that story?
I
About
did,
him.
but I thought you were
Okay.
telling the cover story, and I was like,
I
wow,
don't
he's
know
last.
this.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to flip the narrative. I was just trying to flip the narrative, but
I was like, I don't like Jameis Winston. He's gonna have to really prove himself. And crab legs for some child ain't it for me.
I really am gonna.
I was thinking, wow, he really has a lot of stories with crab legs.
I was just trying to make it into a positive, man. He's
Good
a saint
try.
now. I just it's tough. It's tough.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Tom
yeah, about you.
Ben tried to save a girl from the.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Anywho,
It's going too
So-
far. Going too far.
so Gabe, how about that draft?
Green Hunt came back and
You ready to draft? I have so many more games.
No,
Right.
I'm ready to draft.
I know. Wait, what time? Oh yeah, we're so ready to draft. All right. Gosh, these were the good ones too.
We
Dang
played one game.
I wish I didn't do the
Oh,
name
that's
game. The name game was so bad. It's all right. I'll throw them out on Twitter. All right. So what? I think like Kane and J Mike's were the only one to score points. So you know what?
I'll go last.
Um,
I volunteer as tribute. I'll go last.
As tribute. All right.
Can we work?
All right,
can-
well, I
can
want to
we
go in
work-
front of Cooter.
There you go.
Can we work Kane through the clockwise? Kane clockwise.
Kane clockwise.
Yeah.
Done.
All right, Kane.
All right.
101.
Kane, you are the 101. We are. What are we drafting? Taylor Swift songs.
Wait,
Period?
is that 102?
Is this let's do a should we do a snake for the folklore and Evermore, or just
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
snake it. Let's snake it. We'll snake it.
okay? And
rounds.
I don't care if you go if you do both from one album, great. But if you want to maybe hit one from each album, also great. I don't care. It's up to you. It's your Taylor Swift fandom. All right. So Kane, you are the 101. What is the best song from either Evermore or Folklore?
No
Oh,
pressure.
this is the easiest one. It's Exile.
Nice.
Like-
Good one, man.
Exile is like the pinnacle for me. Like that song's so good. Like I can't stop listening to it. That was my pump up playing softball this summer. Like
Oh.
yeah, you listen to T Swift to get ready. Yeah, you got to get in the mood. So it's not always about getting pumped up. Sometimes it's just feeling right in the zone and being right with yourself. And sometimes you just got to listen to Exile so you can exile that ball to another field.
Ooh.
Damn.
Strong.
Strong.
It's a strong
Okay.
Kane.
Yeah, I
Hard
hit
to
0
argue
home
with
runs.
that.
Yeah, I didn't hit any home runs, but like it was a nice thought.
All right.
All right.
You're
Respectable. So are we? Is this a team effort? Are we doing 102, 103?
Hey,
Jeez.
Okay. No. Well, look, y'all picked 3 out of the 4 same books. What am I supposed to?
No, but I have my 102 answer. And
All right.
it should
Get it.
what happens when you assume?
have been the Christian McCaffrey, but he messed it up. It's 'Tis the Damn Season by
That's a
far.
good one.
Which Michelle lovingly refers to as "'Tis the Season."
I always
Philip Rivers is it?
Not from Christmas Carol.
and
It is not a Christmas Carol. It is not. This is really hard for me. At the 103,
would
Do
you
I
pick
go-
'Tis the Damn Season if I think
yes, I would have.
It's all that
I
matters.
never
You
would have
won this
picked
night.
it.
It
That's all
doesn't
that
matter.
matters.
It's your bank account. It's fine. That's what I say every time. Like she beats me in a league. I'm like, it's a joint bank account. We both get the money. So
No.
okay. At the 103, it's like, do I go wide receiver? Do I go running back? It's a very tough decision. I think I'm going to have to go with Tolerate It,
Oh.
which I think is just one of the most painful songs of, like, the most underrated painful songs of all time because of the pretty picture that it paints. But there's so much pain inside of the pretty picture.
I feel like you could have got that on the turn back, but
No. Okay.
The criticism. Dang.
You reach. It's
I
okay.
know.
Get your guy.
Can I get some feedback? Who would have drafted
Your ADP.
Tolerate It?
If it
Oh,
would have been there, there's 2 that I'm ready for. That's a good one. It may not have made it back.
I like the song a lot. I love the song. It's just For the 103.
I couldn't have got it at the turn, Michelle.
The 103 is a little
Yeah.
rich.
It probably
He's not going to tolerate it, and by it I mean the hate.
Guys, you should draft Derrick Henry, and everybody's like, "Oh, that doofball," and I was like, "Oh, the doofball," and then he won fucking leagues. That's what
Oh wait, hold on.
the show.
Is this redraft or is this dynasty?
Oh,
Because that matters.
PPR?
Honestly. I'm being
Yeah,
honest. Like, tis the
Was it
season is a
on eight?
redraft banger, but tolerate it years to come. That is
Okay.
going to be solid.
And Exile's going to be around forever.
True.
but tolerate it. But
Probably
the real question is, does tolerated catch passes? That's what we want to know. Is it useful out of the backfield? Is tolerated going
I never
to
skip.
our value?
never
I
skip.
can't see it.
It's like a PPR machine.
I like
Well,
it.
it's not,
Never-
but it is very
Never,
solid.
the song never did it in college. Wasn't catching passes in college. So
Well,
it's
my
going to be
son
weird to see how it
has
progresses.
BMI, so
Yo, at least one person is with you, Kate, on this. What up, Willis?
Willis is like,
Oh.
at least had my back with the Jameis joke. So, Willis is awesome. You're my new BFF. Let's go.
He did get the joke, and it was funny. He said
He's the only
Big
one.
Linda.
All that matters.
All right. So
104.
I think my 101, which I'm like, I can't believe it made it to me, is Champagne Problems.
love.
I cry to it in my cubicle 2 to 3 times a week. Like, I have to be like, please don't. I hope nobody asks me any questions. If the phone rings, I'm fucked. It is so good. I love it so much. I'll never quit. I don't even have an NFL comp. No, I don't. None of those players make me feel like Champagne Problems makes me feel.
It's some low notes.
Does it make
Show
you
of-
want to drink Dom Perignon or not?
Show of hands, who
Got
can hit the Champagne Problems? Who can hit that? Because I can't hit that note. You got it, Jay. Aw,
Of course,
well,
Jay Mike's got it.
you
Come
got
on.
the thick vocal folds. It's a
I mean,
sex thing.
I've had
That's not
plenty of
fair.
champagne problems. And I'm
CD, was that you that had the link from the TikTok thing where the girl singing
Yes.
it? And
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
she just can't hit it. And she's like, yeah, she just can't hit it.
normal with
She can't hit it, man.
it. Champagne problem.
All I send Cooter via text is Taylor Swift TikToks. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is just our entire friendship now.
We don't even text words anymore. It's just link.
I just got
Literally.
TikTok and I've never had worse productivity. Like, to be completely honest, like I got TikTok and I was like, I'm clipping at a good pace. Then I got TikTok and I was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
I watched it for an hour and a half earlier. An hour and a half. What the?
When
shit?
that guy comes on and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you're like, oh, fuck, I made it to an hour. I need to stop.
Oh, is that when he comes on?
Yeah, when you're there for an hour, he's like, whoa, 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 slow down. You're TikToking too much.
like,
That's
whoa,
a thing
whoa,
now?
we need a guy. We need a guy.
Wow.
I never listened to him. I'm like, fuck up. Get away.
They wait
I've
an
never made it
entire
that far.
hour?
I don't know.
Can we talk
Maybe.
about, who I
Wait.
would draft 101 on TikTok? Okay.
Wait, Gabe, do you not listen to? Do you not watch TikTok?
No, yeah, I'm into TikTok, but I
You know,
have
Wait, you have
admittedly
never
not
done
watched.
something for
I've
an
admittedly not watched for an entire. Maybe I have when
You take breaks. You have a
I
small.
feel like I
he's not
I
gotten
think-
lost for an hour. He's gotten lost for like 2, 3, 4
right.
hours.
But I
think
feel like I was pretty into it in the summer. I don't remember that being on there. I don't know if I was there for an hour, but has that always been there?
I don't know. I just know he.
He
I-
just started popping up.
he's new.
If I would be on,
Okay.
if I would
Yeah.
ever do that, he would be there at an hour, presumably, allegedly. Let's
So,
hope.
guys, a tip here: if you're trying to be like New Year, new me, and you're trying to like work out for whatever reason, if you do a plank and you put on TikTok, it makes them. So I try to hit like 2 minutes. It makes the 2 minutes go by way
She does a
faster.
2-minute plank. How sick
That
is
is the smartest thing I've
Oh,
ever.
did you do the like
But the
little
TikTok makes
map
Oh
it
my God! Yes.
because the videos are 1 minute and the videos are so funny. So it's just like
That's
you're
a
watching
great call.
videos and you're done. Do it.
Wow.
That's a great call. Joe.
I feel like my
Another
whole
life
body
hack.
is still gonna be like, we can't do this.
Yeah. app on our treadmill? Because I would run for days.
Ooh, I would love
Oh yeah, just. Yeah.
I love how as soon as you say like, "Oh, if you want help working out," and my brain goes, "Nope, I don't need that.
No, thank you.
I'm perfect.
I get you.
I am in perfect health. There's nothing wrong with me."
There are people out there who love to work out, and we watch them play football all the time.
All right.
They got it. I mean, they're handling it.
Yeah, they
I'm
got
fine.
it. It's kind of like, you know, not everyone can donate, and it's great that some people have like bigger donations, because then the people that can't donate, they kind of cover them, right? That's the exact same with NFL players working out and me working out.
Mhm.
They cover me,
They
and
do.
it averages out.
And there are still people that call you and they're like, "Can we count on your donation?" And you're like,
Mm-mm.
About that.
I'm broke.
You can't even
But-
count on me answering the phone. You're lucky we got this far.
Am I the only one anxious that my song's going to get back to me? Like, I'm like,
Oh,
I
I know
feel like-
mine. I know mine will.
All right.
So.
I feel like
I'm
Gabe
up.
got
I'm up.
snipes
I'm
because
going.
he looks like, oh.
okay, what you
No,
going for?
no, I'm fine. I already put this in the. I snuck it into our game or whatever you call it, discussion. I think. Yeah, I did. And actually, Kane, you did snipe me to a degree because Exile is definitely there.
Yep.
It's a top 5 for me. But my
Top
my
one.
well, that's the thing is my 101 is right there in the name. It is the one.
Yeah. God.
It just
Oh.
hit me.
J Mike hurt.
Evermore?
I know the way that I'm telling you, the way that it hit that first time that I heard it,
Yes.
there's there's just no way that you can experience that again, obviously, but like where you were, what what you were sipping on or not sipping on, what you were doing, and just the chords hit immediately, and you're like, okay, this is immediately going to be a different album. And just her talking her shit.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're on some new shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, yeah, we can chill. And she's like, no, I'm playing. No, I love that. So that would, the 101 is the one. And it ain't nothing but a thing. Mr. Marjorie, go ahead.
Yo, I am beyond sick right now.
Look, you've sniped me all 2020. Talk about one of the worst things to ever happen in 2020 on the open bar, not in the world. But on the open bar, J-Mike just stays sniping. FF snipe or stop sniping. All right. Good.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm really sad about that. I was really confident I was going to get them because, and Gabe, I think I talked to you saying, if you're going to start an album, it's the one, right? That's how you kick off an album. Like that's the standard for starting an album. With that said, if we go over to the other album and start with the first track on that one,
Yes.
that
That's a good one.
that is the silver medalist on how you start an album. Give me Willow or give me Death. Willow
That's
here.
great pick.
Hello, Joe
song.
Beckham Jr.
Dude, that's just a value pick. That's
Yeah,
a value
value.
pick.
Without question. This is you getting just
Well,
for
you
saying
could've
you
gotten
had no
out of the
idea.
way back, though.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, Kate? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
No, I would have picked it next. So he sniped me. It wouldn't have been back on the turn.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you get 2 picks now?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is kinda-
CD with the double dip.
Yeah.
I
But
like
I will say that like Gabe hit it. Those
Yes.
albums were the first ones where she dropped with no warning. And so you're up at midnight, or I was, for both. And I'm just like, oh, it's dark. My husband's asleep. My kid's asleep. And I'm just like, whoo, in that world for a minute. And you're right. Both of those just hit different because you didn't know what to expect. Anyways, I'll move on. I'm going to do something probably nobody would want to do this early, but it's my happiest when I hear this. And I'm going to go Ivy. That's mine.
I don't
Love
hate that. I like
Can't be
Ivy.
mixed.
I wish the song played after we picked each one.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be pretty dope.
boys,
Well,
get it together.
We got to pony.
Oh,
we got to pony up
oh.
with some more. We got to pony up the 20
Every time I play a song on here for fun, they flag us.
Do they really?
Yeah, Linda, the whole episode where we were doing Morgan
Morgan-
Wallen.
To listen
I'm all
to an
about-
entire song.
Give like a music video
They got us
review of
a-
Morgan Wallen.
We
Flag
did.
for it.
Also,
Alexa, copyright them right now.
Yeah, right.
Morgan
Seven Summer.
Wallen also just dropped 30 songs, like a double album. And so like I had to step away from Morgan Wallen to focus back on Taylor Swift to do this podcast. But if it also fucking slaps, just so we're clear.
I'm gonna have to listen to it. You've been hyping it. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Linda, what song did you pick again?
Lindell.
Yeah, I gotta call it.
Champagne Problems.
Yeah, boy.
Champagne, bro.
Since we've already started to digress from Taylor Swift a little bit, I'm just saying that Halsey put out a book of poetry, and I just
she
started
really?
reading it. Oh my god, does it slap? Like it is real good.
What?
Slap.
Yeah, Halsey put out a book of poetry.
I was supposed to see her in 2020. I had a lot of trips planned. I was like, this is my year. I'm not a mom. I'm a cool girl. And I got fucked over with that. But
What's the
anyway,
Still a mom.
That means that young kid for it's really good. It slaps. It's good.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I like Halsey.
The opening
All right.
line of that poetry book. I know I broke your heart. Now I'm here standing at a hotel bar. No? All right, cool.
Alright, you
Is
up?
that, is that it? Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
done. Yeah.
You up?
all right. So I go again, correct?
Yeah,
And
201.
I'm
Yep,
between
make it.
two. I'm between two, but I want to just clear the air, and also I want to snipe you, J Mike. So I'm gonna go Coney Island, baby.
Mm. She bad and she know it.
Oh, you mean the one that you couldn't even rank? Because it was so bad?
Maybe it was strategy. I don't know.
Oh.
Or maybe
Listen,
I
that
just did
Mike.
it too fast, and we'll just say it was strategy. I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
Only the folks on our Pulp Premium for our patrons will know the pre-show nonsense on our Patreon page. CD was so disrespectful. I had to tell her about herself prior to the show, respectfully, of course. And she was like, "Oh, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing Coney Island. I don't have it listening anywhere here." I was like, "Yeah, what's going on? I thought we were better than that." And then she turned around and straight up
Snipe, snipe.
Brutus me right now. That was a
Snipe.
stab in the back. The
Feels
disrespect.
good though. Feels good.
Hey, I'm not mad. It's a great song. I like it.
She 100% did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I was between two, and I think my other one will be here when we come back. So
I can't believe you. All right, for my last pick in this draft, I do have some honorable mentions I would like to mention at the end, because one pertains to a player that we talked about earlier. We can wait to the end. Sorry. This is a tough call for me. I'm going to stay on the same Evermore album, and I'm just going to take it because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Marjorie. I really love Marjorie. I really enjoyed the song.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go with the names on both of my choices, with Willow and Marjorie. I think that CD, you had said something about Dorothea, and I was like, well, hold up, can we talk about Marjorie, please?
No.
Like,
Marjorie gives me pain, though. It gives me pain.
yeah, but I just enjoy the song a lot. So Marjorie's my pick here at the 202. Gabe, you are up 203.
I was hoping that I could I even considered sniping Mr. Marjorie himself. just out of spite, purely. But it would be a top 10 pick for me probably. But I had to go the one. All right. We should have done a recap because I cannot even remember what we've all said. I don't want to. Okay, hit me. I don't want to repeat and act like a fool.
Yeah, please don't. Not on your own podcast.
Come on.
The 101, Mr. Kane Facel goes with Exile. 102, Tis the Damn Season from Michelle. 103, Tolerate It, PPR Machine. Kate takes there. 104, Champagne Problems. Linda at the 104 there. 105, The One. Great pick there by Gabe. 106, Willow for myself. 107, Ivy to close out the first round. The 201, and that was from CD, of course. 201, double dip there for CD, was Coney Island, the stab in the back. Disrespect.
So good.
And the 202, Marjorie, your boy, J Mike. So now to you for the 203, Gabe.
All right. I might.
Just to let you all know, this is an ever more heavy draft right now.
It is.
Ever more heavy.
That's
Yeah.
I only get one pick around.
I considered staying folklore just to balance it, but I wanted to balance it myself personally. So I guess I'll stay true to that a little bit. The one is the 101. I don't know if this isn't the pod for that, J Mike, but folklore, man. All right, you know what? This one's funky. I don't know if it would be even in my top 10. I think I vibe on it, and it's just it's not even like so emotional, but I think it's just a good fun story and a good portrayal, and a little upbeat and whatnot. No body, no crime.
You motherfucker! God damn it!
I
Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no.
Nobody, no crime.
You know what? I'm actually more annoyed that you took that because it's gonna make her snipe my favorite song that I know I want to pick because I just know she's going to. Now that you took that,
I had no idea.
I already like whispered into her. I was like, "Oh, you love Nobody, No Crime," so she doesn't take my song, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be my pick." I'm like, "Yes," and then you just took it, and now she's gonna take mine. I know. I know it. Well, she's like, "Wait, don't take it." I'm like, "Before me," I was like, "I would have taken that, even though I was not going to take that one." So
Iconic.
I want my picks.
Oh my God.
Linda and Kate plotting my death right now. No body, no crime.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
Those of you, bro.
Rebirth
I know.
of Goodbye Earl by the Dixie Chicks. The Chicks Now. A fantastic fucking song.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. You were the first one that said it.
I'm distraught. I don't.
Look at Linda's face.
No, but Linda, seriously. So I have the most fondest memories of listening to Goodbye Earl with my mom. We did like crime documentaries, so I guess that sort of fits the bill. But like this song took me back to those moments in the car when I had my CD player. And then you would burn the CD, but then you had to take the tape player and push it in and then plug the cord into your CD player because we didn't have a CD player in the car. And we would listen to Goodbye Earl over and over. And this song so takes you back to that, like, I will fight till the death for my best friend. Because friendships don't happen like that very often anymore.
There are two songs I know every single word to, and they are both Dixie Chick songs. And it's Goodbye Earl. I can do it without instruments. I don't need your lyrics on a pretty screen. I can do it. And Traveling Soldier, again, the Dixie Chicks. I don't need any help. I can do the whole song.
Both those songs slap.
Dude.
Oh, both those songs are so
The
good.
Chicks they have a new song called Gaslighter. Oh, they have a new song called Gaslighter. I'll listen to it while I cook dinner. I'm like, you are not fucking with me. I get so lit.
You ready to fight over dinner?
I'll do it. Listen. And they also have a new song called The March, which is fantastic. Both the music videos, you have to watch them. They're great. And they rebranded, so they aren't the Dixie Chicks anymore. They're the Chicks.
Aww.
And they didn't like announce they were rebranding. They just did it and released a new song. And it was beautiful and fantastic. And not like Lady Antebellum did when they were like, we're Lady A. And everyone should praise us for changing our name.
What's the A stand for?
And Linda, what's crazy is after having your soul crushed with that pick there, this feels very much like a Leslie Knope moment. Where you have filibustered, trying to find any and everything that you can to choose a new song. So I'm just curious, where did you land after all the filibustering? I'm curious.
All right. Well, you didn't have to like call me out, but I mean, I respect it, but you didn't have to.
She's still filibustering, by the way.
But it's Happiness for me, which is like, it's just a beautiful song. You know that song that you just like, you like sit still to listen to, which I don't do very often. I'm not a sit stiller. So for a song to like move me to the point of just like, I'm just going to listen to this is fantastic for me.
That was my flex. I'm gonna be honest. I skip that motherfucker all the
Ooh.
time.
Oh,
Linda.
I mean,
So you mean it's like
it's fine.
But now I think maybe I'm just like a little noob and I need to listen to it more, and maybe I'm just not a Swiftie hard enough and I need to give it more revolutions.
Do better,
I don't know.
CD.
So
I know,
I missed
right?
it. Linda, which one did you pick?
Happiness.
All right.
Man.
Y'all so
You didn't like the whole album.
Y'all are so disrespectful.
Hope she's
not only did I take your pick, Linda, but everyone hates your pick.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I know it very well. I'm sure I've heard it 1 million times because we just say play Taylor Swift's new album and plays it, but I don't know it.
But maybe it's Taylor's fault. Hear me out, because she put it late in the album, right? Isn't it like later down?
Yeah,
So maybe
but
it's
I
her
also-
fault.
We've gone through the whole album at least like 30 times.
I think what
so-
Michelle's saying is that
It's
the
not very
songs that she
memorable.
really wants to know the names of, she's learned them.
Okay, Kate, go. Stop taking me out because I think you're gonna pick the song.
I don't.
and
I
like it.
literally don't know what song. I have no
Okay.
idea. I don't know what album.
Okay.
Go.
Illicit Affairs.
No.
Is that it for real?
Was that it? Oh, she's rage
No.
quitting. She's rage quitting.
Michelle walked
no.
Oh my.
That's a good song, though. That's a good song.
That's great.
Straight-
Oh my
straight
god.
to the couch for you.
No, I didn't.
Okay, it would have been my 102 probably. Like literally, like, it's
I guess you should have drafted better.
Season and 102 is Illicit Affairs, and it almost came back to me, and I knew the second he took No Body, No Crime, I was.
You should have traded up.
I had no idea. I had no
Dude, if Traded Up was Trade Up was a option, I would have done it after Cooter went twice. Like, I was so when it got past J Mike, I was like, yes. And then as soon as Gabe started talking about it being exciting, I was like, fuck me. I'm not gonna forgive you for like a long
I
time.
was like, fuck.
Michelle, the best part of that, Michelle, was that Kay goes, golly, I don't know what to pick right
Yeah,
now.
she
This is
wasn't even
crazy.
ready.
Illicit Affairs.
I'm also going to, she goes, I didn't even know you liked it. When I'm the one who played this album over and over and over the first time it came out, and I played this song for us 1 million
It
times that
sounds
night.
like you brainwashed me then.
I'm
No wonder I love
I
this
didn't know
song.
you liked it. I'm like, it's the only one I was playing from that album. But
No
okay.
wonder I
That's
love it so much.
She was dropping, Michelle, what she did, she was dropping gems on you earlier in the episode when she told you, who do you want me to cheat on you with? Would you rather be a guy or a girl? She told you it was
shit.
coming without telling you it was coming.
Oh shit, you're right.
You went next
This is
level
some,
on you.
this is some next level shit.
This is
When-
good,
That
man.
song was a perfect choice.
On the
Then
open bar.
my Tears Ricochet, like that's my choice.
That's all you have left is your tears.
Are you kidding me, though?
Ricochet, you said?
Yeah, my Tears.
Ricochet.
Kane sad.
I am.
Ricochet.
That song's so good, and that's totally what I was gonna pick.
It is, no, I think that's a great sleeper pick. When you
Oh,
when you
yeah.
don't have any studs left, like Illicit Affairs, I think it's a great sleeper.
Yeah. You know, and you know who you're drafting with, you know.
Have fun with your Julio Jones, but I have fun with Stefan Diggs.
Who is your Stefan Diggs, by the way, Michelle, right now? Go ahead. Who is it?
Like a song.
Yeah.
Well,
What's that,
what is
Stefan
that?
Diggs?
Illicit Affairs, but I can't have that. So I guess it's my Tears Ricochet. It's clearly the one I chose because it's elite.
What?
All right, last but not
It's
least,
okay.
the 207.
What?
Kane, round us out. Oh, is he frozen? Am I frozen?
Kane, are you here?
I totally thought my Tears Ricochet was just a B here.
Oh,
Oh, can you hear
gotcha.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel oddly happy that I stole this from you. Like
Kane, you still there?
His
Can
tears
you
are
not hear me?
ricocheting.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can. We can hear you.
You're
Yep.
video skipping.
Oh.
Oh,
he
wow. He's
raised
that mad.
Ricocheted off of his microphone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look
Michelle
now-
stood up and left. Linda threw a tantrum on Mike. on camera. Kane straight up left.
Good song.
I can't believe
You
that
sniped him.
earlier. What were you guys doing? Illicit Affairs is like easily top 3 of the two
Yeah.
albums.
I listened to both
Yeah.
albums all day today, and I'm gonna get off this and listen to them again because now I'm like feeling all the emotions.
Yeah.
I love how different our opinions are. I'll just say that. They're very different.
That's like the bitchiest thing you've said on here.
Do you not like Illicit Affairs?
It's like
I-
low-key so bitchy. If I heard it.
If you find that you're blocked on Twitter after this, you know why.
There's just some songs that just don't make my heart happy. I want you to make me super sad. I want you to make me super happy.
But
And
that
I don't
ending
know.
where it just like gets going, like
Yeah, I could dig it. I can dig it. Illicit Affairs isn't a flex. Now, Ricochet, that's a flex for me.
well, I'm fine with that. As long as you don't hate on Illicit Affairs, I'm okay
No.
with it, man.
Maybe I'll
I
put that
really,
one.
I feel bad that I stole it from Kane because I really don't have that strong of feelings about it. I just like it, and she stole my last one. Like you guys all chose the ones like I absolutely love. So this was my last one where I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
there's still some good ones left. So like, I'm excited now. Let's go, Kane. Let's see.
So Kane, 207 to close us out. What do you have?
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Here's
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up.
So it's probably Last Great American Dynasty.
I don't know what that is.
I'm in it.
That's from
It's like a
Folklore.
fast one. It's a fast one.
He
What
likes
is it?
folklore better.
Oh, I know what that is. Never mind.
It's like the big
I-
story. It's like a big
just-
story.
It's like the vibes of Folklore better.
Yeah, Kane was saying that. He's very much a folklore man.
That's fair.
I'm on
I am, I
folklore as
can't help
well. I think barely.
I thought I was.
Just edging it barely. It's kind of a mood thing, I would think, for the most part. But I don't know.
All right. But
He doesn't want to give it away.
before we get ready to shut it down, and we get to outros and let you all plug all your wonderful things, all those good things. Are there any that you feel like you just have to mention as an honorable mention in the draft? I know Kate's out. She's already broken Michelle's heart once,
Wait.
twice, 3 times tonight.
J Mike,
Yes.
we have to at least all say our favorite Taylor Swift song of all time. I mean,
Oh,
that
sure.
has to be a thing.
Let's do that. I like that.
I'm down.
Are we
All right.
drafting? So
We
that
don't
the
have to-
last one is
No, just
available?
Kane, you
Honorable
start.
mention.
We'll
Yeah,
go. We'll
just
go
honorable
in
mention.
a little circle, but we can say the same one if we want. But Kane, what's your favorite
Michelle's
Taylor
too
Swift
scared
song
of getting
of
sniped
all
again.
time?
You can pair it with your outro if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go.
That's a good one.
Kane,
I don't think he's there.
thank. I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
delayed. I think if we just give him a second. You got this, Kane.
Like, just give me a thumbs up if you hear me.
I hear you. You're
All right.
Body,
So
like-
probably my favorite Taylor Swift song is, I just love the vibes of 22. I can't help it. It just got good vibes. I'm all about them good vibes. But yeah, you can always, if you want to talk football or random food or whatever, like just hit me up on Twitter at Devi_Kane. And that's where I hang out most of the time. I'm just here to talk about life. I'd much prefer to talk about life than football. So if you want to talk about life, that's what I would prefer to do. Just hit me up. Them DMs are always open. So that's all I got. Just be nice to each other.
I love Kane too.
oh,
And it sucks to go after that because when you talk to me, I'd much rather talk about football than life. So I'm the opposite. But my favorite
Bob.
Taylor Swift song, I can't just pick one. It's going to be two, and I'm sorry. It's Cold as You, and it's Out of the Woods. And those two I cannot pick between if I had to. So those two are my favorite. And you can find me at Ballblastem, BallblastEN. And yeah, that's where I post pretty much everything is on Twitter. And then we have a website, ballblastfootball.com.
I'm married to her.
Very upset.
Oh no.
Wait,
I was
wait,
so-
Kate. You're not. You mean to tell me after all this you're not sisters? I am blown away.
I feel like every like 3 months I should have a recurring picture of us like kissing from our wedding, because when it dropped, like the reaction to that was like, oh shit. Like, oh my god, I forgot we're in 2020 and that's legal. Fun fact, when we met, it literally wasn't legal to be married, which is just mind-blowing. No, but I'm thinking about Michelle and I first started dating. We were on the phone and Michelle's like, I was just listening to Out of the Woods on a repeat while I ran. And I was like, what a freaking weirdo. Who ran Out of the Woods on repeat? Like, I just thought that was the weirdest thing ever.
It actually was a time in my life where I was running like 5 miles. So I was listening to Out
I
of
mean,
the
good
Woods.
for you. But
I was listening to Out of the Woods on repeat over and over and over for that whole time.
it just seems like a weird
That's how
song.
much I love it. What is your favorite song? Stop hitting mine.
Probably Exile.
That's a lame answer. It was a brand new song. Like, you gotta come up with
It's
something
not a
better.
brand new song. It's from the last album, Michelle.
Yeah, it's
But
not correct.
no, I will never forget. Like, so the moment that I first heard Exile, I can literally remember the entire goddamn song. I was sitting in the car. I was driving. Michelle put the song on, and I was like, "Okay, Bon Iver." I was like, "The song's trash," and I was not like I was joking, but I wasn't. And I was listening to this song, and we have heated steering wheels, and I could feel like my body melting into the steering wheel. This song is so fucking beautiful that I can't say it. And I wanted to die because it was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. And then I talked shit about it for the first 45 seconds, and I was like, how do I turn back? And then I finally just said, I love the song. And then we listened to it over and over and over and over and over again. And I was so ashamed of myself for poo-pooing that song. And oh, it's just so beautiful. Like the emotion of that song is so raw.
I'm
So-
going to only think now when I listen to that song of you being like, God, I feel so warm inside. Like it feels so good. And it's like just the steering wheel.
It's the
Facts.
steering wheel, but like it's that moment. Like, have you ever had that moment where you just think about the physical, like whatever sensation you were experiencing at that exact moment? Like what I was experiencing was this hot steering wheel, and it was beautiful.
Music does that. Yeah, for sure. Kate, you anything you want to plug?
I know she just went on about Exile. Do you want to plug like your work or anything?
What work?
You can find her at FF Ball Blast on Twitter, and she does some awesome work with DraftKings Nation.
And ballbossfootball.com.
Locked On Dynasty.
And Black Rock. I always forget
Heyo.
that.
Tis the season.
Football
This
podcast.
Tis the season.
is the season.
Damn season.
Dynasty. It's automatic.
It is really the damn season. But yeah, listen, because just listen.
Yes.
All right then. Ladies,
Linda,
thank you for coming on. Much love.
Appreciate you.
Brad.
Yeah, Linda. Redemption time.
Listen, Linda.
I'm not gonna steal it. I'm not gonna steal it from you.
Fuck you.
Go ahead.
All right. So listen, I'm gonna go mad throwbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Teardrops on My Guitar
Wow.
absolutely engulfed me as a small child, like as a growing human figuring out fucking life. I wanted the dress from the music video to be my prom dress. It wasn't, just so we're clear. But I was like, that's gonna slap when I go to prom. And then my mom was like, try again. So but like that song, all of her music from that, She Belongs With Me, Tim McGraw, our song, all that shit was, like he likes her and not me, which is like my entire life still. And it just, I adore that part of her journey. I love what she writes now. It's meaningful. It speaks to you as an adult. But the shit she was writing that I was consuming at an immeasurable amount in high school, it will always be my favorite. As soon as I finished Evermore, I immediately went back to listening to all of her like old school music that first made me a Swiftie. And it's because I'm a country music fan, so maybe I like that better. And there was a time where I was like, she went pop and I don't like it. And then I was like, oh, yes, I do. Just kidding. But that's my shit. That old school shit that made me feel something when I didn't feel anything is my favorite. And then I guess for plugs, you can find me every other Wednesday right now. In off season, we're just doing every other Wednesday on Fantasy Football Confidential. And then when season starts back up, we'll go full. But we're having some guests on this off season. We've already got some lined up that are big and fun, and I'm super excited for what we're gonna get into this off season.
Hell yeah!
Linda, I feel like you just represented like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we all grew with Taylor Swift. Like we grew up with Taylor Swift, but like we grew up with her.
Linda, can I also say that you put us in an awkward situation? I don't know whether now to call you Linda or Lindell.
You just Linda's fine.
Okay.
My mom can't remember my own name now because she's on Twitter. She's discovered the Twitters.
But
She's like, I get confused about it.
Sweetie and you have to come on the Ball Blast podcast because I feel like us four ladies would be hilarious together.
Oh yeah, messy and fun. I'm all in.
And Mom Lauren, if we had it all five of us.
I would shoot myself in the head having to edit that.
Yeah, editing would be rough with all the laughter, but we need to make that happen.
No, for real.
Make that happen.
Time Lauren has come on our podcast, I've spent like probably 2+ hours editing every single episode that you've done because there's so much like and it's just all of us like together, and it's great. And everybody's like, but laughing, it's natural, it's fun. And I'm like, yeah, like the first 74 times. Like, okay, just talk about football.
Shout out to SML, friend of the
Shout
pod.
out, indeed. All right, Coot Dude and Boogie.
All right. So speaking of talking about football, I am somehow adopted into this weird family. I love it. You guys have been very nice to me. You can find me at joinourcircle_. To this day, I'm still not sure how I'm invited into that, but they're smart people. And if I have to pick my favorite song, I'm going to go pretty wild with this one, so don't judge me. I'm going to go with False God because that shit slaps with that saxophone and it was ballsy. And I can listen to that and I never skip it. And I don't know, man. That's mine. It's
I
weird.
thought saxophone. I'm into
Yeah,
that.
good one, man. It's deep.
Something about that saxophone and
Never
that.
heard the sentence, it really slaps with that saxophone.
It really slaps in that saxophone. No
I
cap.
will
Let's
say,
go.
are you guys all younger than us? Because like I'm like the slaps thing is something that Kit and I do not.
Like, like 17 times.
I understand what it is, but like are we like that much older? Where
What hurts is I think I'm older than y'all. So let's just pretend it didn't happen.
wait, can we know how old you are? Because I need to know how old we are.
I'm 32.
Okay, we're right there. We're
Okay.
29.
Just don't. No, you're not right there. Oh my God. You have years to go, years to grow. Oh my God.
But this slaps thing, you guys are all saying it, and I'm like, we're not hip, apparently.
I literally,
Something in my vocabulary.
when we started the show, I muted our microphones and I was like, what is slaps? Oh, it's like
What is?
word. Like it's
I understand what it is. Like I've heard it. It's just something that is not in my vocab, and it's all of everyone said it here tonight, and I'm like, okay, apparently I'm missing out on something.
It must be like
Problem.
if I would get on TikTok, it was probably there. But if Don't do that.
I start saying things ironically.
like we must add. I really need to be a part of your TikToking. I just need more
It's fun.
more TikTok.
I literally don't even text Linda words anymore. I'm just like links, so many links.
I
Yes,
would
I'm
love
actually gonna like. Sorry, this is the 4th TikTok in a row that I sent you, but I'm not gonna stop. So watch it. If you don't, it's also fine.
Do any of us live close to one another?
I don't think so.
I think I'm the closest to you all. I'm that well. It's not really that close at all. I'm Southwest Ohio, so Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Probably.
Well, I live in Oklahoma, which is the center of everything. So we could all just.
Yeah.
Wait,
It
did
sucks
you
here.
drive to Canton?
Say what?
Where did Kane?
Yeah, Kane's not there.
Kane's here,
What?
but he's not.
Cooter Doodle, where do you live?
I can dip my toes in the Gulf. I'm from Louisiana, so I'm very southern.
Tolls.
Rolling down the bayou.
Toes. I meant toesies.
Soon.
Like toes. If y'all come to New Orleans, let me know.
Kane's in Minnesota, as he points with his finger.
Mardi Gras season.
He sold out.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest though, I don't like Mardi Gras, but let's go.
Yeah,
Can
me
you-
neither.
Can you say that? Being from, you know what? I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
I
start
don't know.
When
opening.
you're
that.
from Louisiana, you don't like Mardi Gras because it's just like
probably
boobies
true.
and beads. Okay. We see it every year. Let's go.
Hello. I don't like.
Where's Gabe from? I must know.
Tejas.
Austin.
Where?
Austin.
Oh, we're
Texas.
close.
Yeah.
We're near. We evacuated to your city during the hurricanes.
You guys are all Southerners.
Yeehaw.
We are like the whitest people we've ever been in our entire lives because Pittsburgh doesn't have sun ever. It's very depressing. We've had more cloudy days than Seattle in the last few years.
Oh no.
That's really
Wow.
fun and really great for your mental health.
East Coast. But it's really
The sadness
fun.
Oh, golly.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to keep mine brief here, Gabe, and you can close us out. To our guests, again, humbled to have you all with us. Thank you all for helping us kick off 2021 so well. I've had a blast. I've laughed a lot. My cheeks hurt. I'm still sweating from my sickness, and my ankle is in pain. But I have enjoyed this thoroughly. So thank you all so much for tonight. To everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all kept it lit all evening with a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of fun. So thank you all so much for kicking it with us. If you're listening to this in podcast form, whether it be on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, even the good folks over at Spotify, wherever you're listening, thank you for the time. You could be spending this time with anybody in the world, but you chose to spend it with us or share a little bit of your time with us. We don't take that lightly. So thank you very much for doing so. We appreciate you. I'm gonna get these off real quick. One of my favorite songs. This is before I really got into Taylor Swift, and it's real basic. So forgive me. You're basic. Marry me, Juliet. You'll never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talk to your dad. Go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Stop playing.
Yeah!
Stop playing.
Oh,
Get in
what
the
a
car. Get in the car. Stop playing. That was the one. Of recently though, Gabe is the one who kind of put Taylor Swift back on my radar with these last couple albums, and I was like, okay, I'm in head first. Like, let's go. As soon as I heard the ones, I was in, and then I was with CD and Linda and Gabe all at midnight, waiting for Folklore to drop. Or was it Evermore? I'm mixing them up. Waiting for Evermore to drop. Anyway, long story short, that's the that's the degenerate status that I've reached with Taylor Swift. So I'm all in. The last one, I want to point out this real quick. Closure. The song Closure. This is a 100% a Carson Wentz song. If you all didn't catch the vibes here with Closure, listen to this and tell me this isn't him. Yes, I got your letter about firing Doug Peterson. Yes, I'm doing better. It cut deep to know you, Jalen Hurts. Right to the bone. Yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. I know that it's over. Peace out, Doug. I don't need your closure, Howie Roseman. Your closure. Don't treat me like I'm the situation that needs to be handled. What? I'm fine with my spite and my tears. I didn't finish the year as a starter. And my beers and my candles. I can feel you smoothing me over with trying to hire someone new. I'm just saying, if that doesn't scream Carson Wentz vibes for closure, I don't know what to tell you. I'm on Twitter at JMikeCheck, at JMICCheck. The show's handle is at The Open Bar Pod. Kicking it to my main man, the host with the most. Hashtag FF Gold Pants. Hashtag FF the one. Hashtag FF it's Mr. Stilio Swift. At FF Man Bun on Twitter. Gabe, take us home.
Oh man, I even stole Swift on a couple of rookie drafts. We not one mention of Jonathan Taylor of DeAndre Swift. We're so good at this. All right. So look, I'll give you a taste. I'll give you a taste of what games we were playing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you to one of the songs that I would choose. I'd choose it. It's certainly not a sleeper by any means of Taylor Swift, but just there's a certain part of the song that just gets me every time, and I guess I might be like more of a melodic guy on first listen versus lyrics when you come through on the folklore. Well, I don't know. Folklore and Evermore is like the lyrics and the melodies and everything's just perfect. She just became perfect in 2020. I'm telling you. But anyway, I had this game lined up where I would replace a word from a chorus with something that's going on in the NFL or something that represents a player with their statistics or whatever. And the word that's being replaced actually has to do with that situation or player. So one of them was, you go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me, but we are a crazy-eyed man with a love for tacos and the team responsible for maybe even making Frank Gore retire. So the word that was replaced is, or phrase rather, not word, sorry, never ever getting back together.
Oh man,
And
I got so deep into your story. I'm sorry.
I know, never ever getting back together. The situation is the Jets and Adam Gase never ever getting back together. See, look, the games were coming. I promise.
they were
The games
beautiful.
were coming. They were coming. I'm sorry. Look, I made it like 2 hours before the show, but
It's beautiful.
yeah, we'll play throughout the season. I'll keep cooking. Unlike Russ, unlike what was it? What was my horrible name? Evermore Russell. Unlike Evermore Russell Wilson. All right. This was good though, man. Way to kick off 2021, huh? Little T Swifty in the building. I don't know if we can follow it up, J Mike. Maybe we should just wait till 2022.
And we'll just run it back after she's had some more time in the woods with Hot Cocoa and sadness and emo songs that she needs to get off her chest for 2022. So yeah,
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 2022.
That was one of my part. Okay, now I'm heated. Now I'm heated. I had it. I said, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like I've had 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons along with double-digit touchdowns, and I am projected to be a top-end dynasty rookie pick. Who am I? I'm 22, and I'm also Najee Harris. Mm-hmm. All right. That's it. That's enough. Wait. CD, is there an album coming in April?
There is a theory that there's an album, a third album coming in April. It's a sister album. There's a lot of symbology. Is that a word? There's a lot of threes. So there's a theory that there's another one coming.
Indeed.
I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just ready for it.
Because cannot take it.
Okay. Every 4 months, basically. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the theory. We'll see.
Hope you all are ready to come back in April. Draft season. Taylor Swift season. All right. This was great, though. I
got way more excited about draft season than Taylor Swift season.
Get out.
All I wanted to talk about football. So bring me back to
football.
Go have your illicit affair.
I just got so excited for Najee Harris trivia. Like, bring me back for football. Let's go.
Look, though, I swear I got better as it went. I was like, oh, this name game is ass, but this is like getting so much better. Okay. Anyway, so much fun. Way to break off into 2021. Very much love to, especially our guests who come on and talk Swift to the so-called chat that I somehow accidentally acknowledged because they were cooking and they were talking the name game. I just had to reach to someone who was playing the name game with me. So much love to anyone and everyone listening. And yeah, I don't know. That's about it. J Mike, we might be back next week. Who knows? You know, tis the damn season, you know. But you know, we got champagne problems, all right? But I know we're back in 2 weeks. I do know that for a fact. I just don't know about next week. So you just might have to show up here to find out. But until then, I got so many different cocktails here that are just beverages made of barley and other things. So much fun with y'all. Cheers. Much love. Thank you for tuning into the Open Bar 2021, baby. It's our year. Doses.